us. Like when you guys put somebody in the car and you're protecting their head, the way you put their hand up. Like, don't hit their head, and they've just killed somebody, don't hit their head. I said, you can take the hand away, okay?
Strong, you never heard it, people when I move on. They be like, sing a new song. He was rapping, only know the two wrong. It should be a 144 strong. You stay at war with a nation that ain't never taken arms, but you mad at the CEO cause I'm ringing the alarm. While you waiting for karma, I'ma reinforce my armor and fortify the stronghold with UPK honor. You staring at the stars, we cold ass when your house was shot. One West, I will never let my colors fly. And when my brothers die, they coming back and glory. It goes on and on, never boring. Easy like Sunday morning newspaper. I'm blazing on the enemy to gas up a neighbor. Let them know it's nothing greater than a black man's blood. Hispanic and Native Indian man. We are all girls. The day is gonna come when we see things clearly. Till then, gnash on your teeth and chill thee. These Edomites fear me cause they know I'm not you. They know they can toss me around like a horseshoe. We win in court. True white man stays the devil when you see us on the streets. We louder than heavy metal. We got it on every level on some war type shit. The people that are scattered across, we gotta flip. Whether they here for their crown on my head. You can treat it like a game, but you better beware every word I declare it's the truth I defend. You understand? You tell me Q's not squares, lion, tigers, and bears, they will all be defeated. These are metaphors for people, no lifeguard needed. We going off the deep end, the sharks tend to creep in on the silly like when you regard them as your deacon, you can catch me every weekend on top of the corner, speaking to a people with a zipper governor. Seeking the use of hard violence and drugs, got you tweaking. What they thought was a lie, it's not a secret. I got the treatment, but it's more like surgery. You never heard of me, but when I move on, they be like, me that prophet tell them sing a new song. They be like, he was right, we only know the two wrong. I think we should be a size 144 strong. You never heard of me, but when I move on, they be like, me that prophet tell them sing a new song. They be like, he was right, we only know the two wrong. I think we should be a size 144 strong. For the way your energy, your enemy back to life is the rich, dip in the grave pool, calling them up, slash brothers and bros. It's Mortal Kombat. America. Russia is gonna drop them bombs at Mario Manasha and Asher Proud and got on black pow wow and Ruben getting stupid with his brethren. Oh no, yeah, it's in me, I'm getting it on. We taking the kingdom and grow forever and ever. When the righteous have authority, you're more authority. When the wicked bear good, they treat the Israelites accordingly. Now we want the glory, dominion, and power. Whatever this rock falls on, this twin tower. Burning the powder, quick, out the life, Babylon. Battle on four, first born for the vagabond. Remembering the death of my enemy, still breathing. When the heads start rolling, you believe it. I don't wish no good upon a heathen. When they babies start screaming, I'ma see if they headstrong. Grabbing little fuckers by the feet. Larry Bonds walking to the terror dome. Call me Joe Parts back, call me Batman. You banging on Noah's Ark. This is BET after talk. You know what's up, cause this is all you get. Up the gut like Brian. These bald head nuts like Kyle. You undercover brother style. Except the Optimus but wild. Missiles launching out of the silo. Who rock the shield today? Not a fucking idol. You never heard of me, but when I move on, they be like, me that prophet tell him sing a new song. They be like, he was right, we only know the two wrong. I think we should be inside 144 strong. You never heard of me, but when I move on, they be like, me that prophet tell him sing a new song. They be like, he was right, we only know the two wrong. I think we should be inside 144 strong. Don't get it twisted, the world will never end. Our presence will learn thee. We defend the truth, we not some Israelite proof. Alexander and roots, UPK got the proof that black people ain't Africans. We different fruit, we suffer the abuse, hung on a different tree. Now we the transformers with wiki pay homage to universal practical knowledge of how it is in heaven of the earth be. It's silence. Let the earth be 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 silence.
You land on God.
He needed to do a prison, man. He want to play crazy. He wasn't crazy when he killed my son, man. He wasn't crazy then, but he crazy now. All of a sudden, he crazy now. You want to live? Blessed today, every day. One blessed today, every day. I'm one blessed till they bury me. I be one blessed to the death till they bury me. One blessed till they bury me. I'm one blessed till they bury me. I'm one blessed till they bury me. I be one blessed to the death till they bury me. I be one blessed to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar like you listening. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get a dividend till we start getting ignorant. I be doing that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nominee and dominant. So what you something trying to do? Rhyming chemical, this is funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to the pussy niggas just popping shit. Team of all stars, I coach them up like a Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I promise this and regurgitate for the audience. And start calling this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid. Shit is gotten retarded sense. On the dominance, one west rising the prominent. Cause I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. And then a nigga quiet, new mama maneuvers. But I rhyme like I got roof eyes for Uber. I'm hard like the review, I'm a loser. 9 million Lucas, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your Maduna. Allegata, put a regatta, nigga, while a nigga with every dollar. And rhyme bomb like a pilot, let me send me holler. The showstopper, then the proppers, and the teeny bopper. But now I'm rolling up patrol and premium in my pockets. I put his digits on the clock, modify the choppers. The school heavy, full ready, and it's working mama. The marijuana said I got the loudest sound on it. When I'm a brother, nigga, rapper, do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when they eat, so I'm turning every kick to the fire around with me. And I had a nigga spit like a tire, and a deep. And I'm still dope as a flavor. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Through the night, I'm winning, coming through with the silence because you be carry one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. Carry one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
Our business is booming. One day somebody says there's some.
Let me take a second, we reflecting with the like a dislike. I fucking love it, wouldn't trade it to be white. Now that's right, I got to write it, but the dealers redefining work. No, I don't work a vote, I didn't make the dough and recreate the flow. They think they making dough, but they forsake it so essential. But the mentals get your issue. Guess who's on this instrumental, Richard? Yes, damn, if we was family, you weren't red and call us fam. I'm not a fan of Antichrist. they slayed the man, I swayed the team like here I am, the son of Sam is taking shots at David Berkowitz. Pushy. A different discipline existed in this New York state of mass. They say it's not no not the actor, but the beauties and the not one thing in mind to grind until the scaffold turns his words to mirror from Babel. Front lines of 69, I follow protocol. This kingdom built on guy bones, so I can't love these songs, and I can't fuck with y'all. I ain't gotta say it twice. You found just for the enemy, but look, my father ain't have a father, cause it don't come into politics. Cause Christ died from a fall. The richest nation like the homeless sucker being cold. How ironic they were waiting, smoking weed to get it stoned. You trim your ways and seek they love. I'ma bring this salt back wet with a fester dipped in blood. Niggas giving up when they don't even give enough. Going nowhere fast, niggas always in a rush. I give them love cause my brother's lost. Christians eating my state brother starved. No way I can serve another God. I give my love cause my brother's lost. Christians eating my state brother starved. I can't serve another God. Whoa, 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 whoa. Damn right, I'm a UBK nigga, straight out of one west, looking test me the best in the nigga who's living, trying to contend with the stress, going through the test, no access, pleasurable presence, slaves, niggas is dying off in waves, living in dirt, I was afraid, niggas crosswalking, the crosswalking, with a white chalk, over the bodies of rose that you paid, Americans killing us, saying they fear us with the drugs in the hood, now my niggas delirious, put a gun in my face, not because of my race, quick boom flash, with the skills and murder my ass, like a chief in the slaughter, I'm even harder than harder, baptized with these words, never given me water, so now we pray to the Father, give strength to the Father that's looking for the water, who's fucking taking our dogs, nigga, it's war time, lights up, nigga, showtime, got the green light on that ass, yeah, no time, either move up, shut up, or get your ass up, so we ain't got time to be playing, it's all fucked up America, heaven for the people, hell for the slave, reaping what you sold me to give it back, what you gave, what clean slate, you try to imitate, you was always fake, America, every city, state, this is your fate, whoa, 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 to America, whoa, 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 to America, whoa, 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 to America, whoa, 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 to America. All the time, I'm giving them one to expose for itches. These vibes, you want my white shit. Keep it is past time, till the minute, past time. I hope you get it, deep when you crash mine. Kinda simple if you feel it, catch your last line. Feel real confused with bad mind. A damn shame, it's the exact thing on the jazz fried. Bombs from the sky, rich devil lullaby. Then a nigga fly, hope you got an alibi. Bombs from the sky, rich devil lullaby. Devil misses high. I can see it from the bubble like a living for the ball out. Devils from the fallout, all warfare, nightmares in the big houses and murderers for years. And thinking shit won't turn around. Pride never learned from these motherfucking worms out. Yeah, in the streets. Told them the rich of all of you ain't bring hope to the streets. You root for time when we play for keeps. I pray to my Father, bring hope to the streets. Remember them times we hung on the trees. All of you nations bow down to your knees. Remember them shit they brought us fleets. Fuck the Apollo, bring them to heat. Whoa, 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 to America, whoa, whoa, to America, whoa, 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 to America, whoa, 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 to America. God is going to destroy this empire. You got to see famine in this place. You think them fires in California is bad? That's just the beginning of what the Lord is about to do. Because you've been evil to the Lord's people. You've been wicked to the Most High's children, man. You've been destructive to the 12 tribes of Israel. Let me tell you something, black man. You gotta put on your strength now, man. Put back on your strength and might, black man, because your day is coming. Your day is coming because the Lord is going to bring judgment on this earth.
All right, Shalom, Israel, we in the building. You understand? We are back for another Paradigm Shift TV 314. You understand? Connecting with the ISUPK out of St. Louis episode. You feel me? And I am the host. You understand? With the most, Captain 10K, the Goggle Boy. All right, under Commander Jimmy Kahana. We got a couple of things lined up for you tonight. DMG, the host, he the other host with the most. He'll be in a second. Yes, he'll be in just a hot second. We're gonna go over a couple of things. I got a couple of articles that I want to read. You know, we got some definitions, we got some scriptures, we got a lot going on tonight. We'll try to get it wrapped up. That's a lot. We'll try to get it all wrapped up, and we're gonna be taking questions. You know what I mean? In just a hot second. All right, because I know a lot of people got a lot of questions about black women sharing their man. You know, I know in y'all mind, you feel like you just can't do it. You know, you feel like you're just so selfish, you just can't share your man. You're doing it anyway. You understand? You're doing it whether you know it or not. You know, and we're gonna help your sisters out, and we're gonna show you how you can do it the right way. They did it in the Bible. You understand? Those righteous sisters turned around. You know what they did? They shared their man. You understand? They turned around and shared their man with other women. And you know what they didn't do? They didn't. What's that song? I bust the windows out his car. They didn't do that. They didn't flatten his tires. They didn't cut up and bleach his clothes. You understand? They didn't go fight the other chick. You know, they didn't turn around and try to destroy this man and his children. They didn't let him see his kids. Yeah, Jacob had four wives and kids by all of them. And the Bible said that those two sisters helped build this nation. That's how we got here. You understand? By four women sharing they one man, and him having 12 children by all of them. And plus, we're gonna find out. So I got a couple of definitions. We're gonna show you that this is nothing that's like a man that just started doing recently. You know, has been going on since the beginning of time. Okay, man has always had more than one woman. Yeah, he's gonna always have. You understand? Other women, right? So we go. Mike Charlotte, you there, brother? Let me see if I got my. I think the brother jumped out. Okay, no sweat. We'll get it in. Let's see. Let's start with this article. Okay. Turn around and read a little article from. This is from the Patriarchy website. Right? And this is in this section here. This is on the history of monogamy, right? And the reason I'm going with monogamy is because a lot of people believe that is a standard of a godly marriage due to, you know, Roman pagan European, you understand, heathenistic influence. Man. You understand the other nations of people, they claim to live their life a certain way, and then they made it a standard for everybody, which they don't even follow that same standard. You know, you have white people that sleep with everything, men, women, children, dogs. I mean, damn, what won't they sleep? You understand? But then they tell you that you can only have one woman, and that just ain't so. You know what I mean? You have several people arguing about you got to follow the law of the land. There is no law that says you must go to the white man and sign his certificate in order to have a woman. There's no law that says that. You people need to go back and start studying and paying attention to the things that you all are saying. You know what I mean? Uh, like Charlotte, you was on the you was on there for a second, brother. I sent you the link. If you can't jump on. Matter of fact, here I'll send it to you. I'll send you the link again. And if you can't jump on, you can jump on the live. You know what I mean? 1 second, brother. Let me see this. Oh, snap. Hold on. I got you. I don't know why I won't let you in on the clubhouse because you was on the stage. I'm gonna see if I can we'll send you another invite. Hold on. Sorry, everybody. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me send my brother this link. I sent you the link on the clubhouse. You get on there, and I'm gonna send you the other link on your. I'm gonna send it directly to your phone. Uh, I'm not gonna send it to your email. I'm gonna send you the one where you can get on the live here because we will be taking questions and letting people up on stage asking the questions in just a hot second. All right. Let's see. Okay, I'm sending you both links now, brother. You got the first one, and now I'm sending you the second. So you should be good to go. Jump on when you can. That's my mighty officer out of Atlanta, my Charlotte. And it's brother putting in some good work down there with all them damn steers and queers and getting them in the truth. You understand? He's doing some mighty work down there in Atlanta. You understand? Okay. All right, you got it, brother. You come on in when you're ready. Okay. All right. Now, let's get back to that article. And this is the history of monogamy. Like I was saying, we're going over the monogamy because you understand. We're gonna find out where this influence came from, as if that is the sole standard of a relationship. You understand, and a marriage. Okay, is that you must just one man have. First off, you got to look at uh, the statistics. Man has always been fewer than women. It's always been more women than men. You understand? That's not a even balance when you look at things. Since I was a kid, it was what was it, 10 women to one man. Now it's about 12, 13, 14, 15. Then since the LGBTQ, it's probably about 20, 30. You understand? Incarceration, probably about 35, 40. Like you just keep on going and checking these statistics, man. It's never been an equal amount of men and women for you to just say that one man is supposed to be one woman his whole life. We're gonna show you where that comes from. Like I said, this is from the patriarchy website, and this is the history of monogamy. And I'm gonna start with monogamy is as old as Adam, and it says this. It says, but that's not the real issue. From the beginning through the generations, even to this day, monogamy, polygamy. Now it says polygamy, right? Now that is actually not the correct term. The correct term would either simply be polygyny or it'll be multiple wives. You understand? Polygamy is the practice of a man or a woman having more than one woman. But what has happened was this word was just tossed around because a lot of people just used it, you understand, for the sense of when men with more than one woman, okay? All right, now we got Mashallah in the building. Yeah, but somebody, man. If you got me in the background, you gotta turn it down. Now, I can hear echo.
I'm in the building, Cap. Salam, y'all was inside. Everything goes to well.
Can you hear me out? Feedback. You got to turn whatever in the background down. All right, no sweat. You got it? Okay. Here, matter of fact, I'm going to send you this article since you was able to jump on. I'm going to have you read. I'm going to start this part and I'm going to have you read the rest of it, okay? This is what it says. I'm going to start over. This is the monogamy as old as Adam. It said, but that's not the real issue. From the beginning through the generations, even to this day, monogamy, polygamy, and I just broke that down, and celibacy are known forms of marital status. And of course, rising up strong is homogamy. Now pay attention to this. You understand? I don't know if y'all know what homogamy is, but this is the old time abhorred practice of homosexuality, which is once again fighting for recognition and acceptance. Now, you can't tell me that ain't true. You understand? Is that these homosexuals, that's on the rise. And you're going to find out that that's all due to that Christian religion that you love, that religion that your grandma had you going to church, putting them little $2 in that bucket. You understand? Had you singing them songs in the choir and dancing and singing and swaying and all that. You're going to find out that's where a lot of this stuff comes from. Man. You understand? It comes from our oppressors, and we were never supposed to follow this stuff. All right? And then it says, what is in question here is how and when monogamy began to be imposed as the only right form of marriage acceptable to God and man. All right. Now, this is what you're going to find in this article is that right there is totally not true. That a man must only have one woman. But she's getting the link.
Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ. I don't want to hear me.
So hold on 1 second. I can hear you, brother, just fine. To the sister, Mika Wash, so you thought she was getting a link to this, but okay. Sis, I guess if DMG was going to give you the link, you understand? Give him a second, sis. He was actually doing something. You know what I mean? And you'll definitely be able to come on. No sweat, all right? Matter of fact, I just put it up. Here now. Give me 1 second. Because I don't know if the brother had promised you that, sis. But it ain't no sweat. Because I believe you was on the other show that he just did, and he was on the show before me in the past. 1 second.
So, like, if I could, I don't want. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, brother. I can hear you. Nice.
Okay. I was just making sure. I'm trying to figure this out between the laptop and the phone. So, I think I'm good now though. So whatever you know, if you need me to read or do whatever, then I'm here for it.
Yeah. No sweat, brother. Yeah, you loud and clear on my end. Yeah.
It just sound kind of it sound kind of low. I don't want. That's why I got my face up to the phone because I can't. I don't know if that's. I don't. Yeah, it just It just sound kind of low, sir.
Look, now, I think my volume up. Let me check. Yeah, my volume all the way up. We
Yeah, I
all the
think
way
it's just my
up.
phone, sir.
Okay, come. Yeah, no sweat, brother. We get it in. You know how Esau technology is. Okay, I already dropped it for DMG. I said DMG just came in. I didn't know if you told the sister she could be on or what. You know what I'm saying? So I just put the link on there. You understand? I just dropped it there. All right, I'm gonna keep reading. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. Now this part in this section is called "Is monogamy and should be monogamy." It says the practice of faithful monogamy stipulates that a man can marry only one wife at any one time in his life. Now, ain't that Christianity? To where when you go to church, they always telling the man, I done been there before. Good God Almighty, it's such a nasty place to be. But I used to always hear them telling the man that he can only have one woman. But you know what I never heard them say? I never heard them tell the woman she can only have one man. That made no sense to me. You know what I mean? And then I have sat and heard Christian preachers. I got a bunch of them in my family. I've heard them tell women that they could leave their man and get them another if they wanted to. They was unhappy. You know, but here in this, Christians for a long time have been telling men, you understand, black men in particular, because everybody else do it, they want to. At one point, every nation on the planet had more than one woman. It was no secret. It was nothing to hide. It was nothing frowned upon. Matter of fact, Maya Shala, you got the Zondervan with you, the Pictorial Bible Dictionary.
It's locked in, sir. I can grab it real quick. Give me 1 second.
Get that. I got some definitions I want you to read. You
All right,
understand?
come on, sir.
Yeah. Most High Christ. You understand? Turn around and you're gonna find out a lot. You understand? And Lord will, by the end of this, you sisters end up, as if you choose to now, because whatever standard a person has for themselves, if your man must have one woman and all that, hey, Lord be with you. I hope you find it. You understand? If there's a brother that only wants one woman, then hey, have at it. This is what you want. Guess what? Don't have needs and be sleeping with somebody until you find that one that got that one woman. Just want that one woman. Wait. You understand? Wait until you get what you want. You understand? Don't be talking about you got needs. You are a woman. You
Where you
heard
need
it
me?
before.
So, like, if I could, sir, where you need me at in the Zonovan?
Get definition of family. It's on page 275. And then we're gonna read, I believe. I ain't gonna have you read it yet. I'm gonna read some more of this article, but just had it ready.
Come on, sir. You said 275.
Yeah, where you see family at. And then we're gonna read the first two paragraphs, and then we're gonna be off of that one. And then we got some more definitions, some more scripts. All right, so just hold it. All right.
Come.
Now let me finish with the article. It says, even though the various forms of marriages have been practiced through the generations, monogamy has emerged to become law in some countries today, such that the legal registration of more than one wife became a violation. This is termed should be or must be monogamy. The first instances of such widespread enforcement were in Western Europe, and it eventually gained worldwide acceptance in the modern world, especially in the Western Hemisphere. How did it happen? More so, how did it become known as the only acceptable standard to the God of the Bible when so many of the Bible's founding patriarchs were openly polygamous? The answer of this, the answer, of course, would be one of greatest uh, concern to Christians, and it will be an interesting but a very tragic. See, Christians, I don't understand. First off, they claim to only have one wife. They're only married to one woman. Got your mute up, Mike Shala, until you ready. I'm hearing your background.
Yeah, come on, Khan, sir. You said you want the definition of family in the Zondervan?
Not yet. Don't read. Just hold it.
Okay, come on, Khan, sir.
No sweat. Just hold it. Mute your mic, because I'm hearing your background while I'm talking.
My bad, sir. Salaki, sir.
Ain't no sweat, warrior. What? You understand? I want to be able to be heard on this very clear. Okay. I appreciate it. Okay, so again, Christians turn around and claim to be married to only one woman, and they are. They go and get that paper, but if you realize what it said in that last section, the should be or must be monogamy, that is where you can only have one woman on paper. But here's the thing. There is no such thing as a paper marriage when it comes to the Bible and God's chosen people. You're not going to find it. You're not going to find a paper marriage or marriage certificate in the Bible nowhere. You understand? And I dare anybody, if you can find it, and come on, click the link that I put in the chat and come on in and drop it and give me the information. If you can find, y'all like challenges, right? I challenge you to find the scripture that says this is how you're supposed to do it. Right here, you sign a piece of paper, and you two are now husband and wife. Okay, I'll wait on that. All right. Let me see where we at. And you got the sword too, right, Mashallah? Yeah, you got the sword too.
Come on, Khan, sir. Whatever you need.
Also, that correct. I'm gonna have you get some scriptures too. You understand? Because I know we got some questions coming for that as well. So just hold everything, and like I said, I'll give it to you in 1 second. All right, now I'm gonna go to this next section, and this is some historical background, and it says we have to look at some other related history first. The Roman system was an empire built on conquest with incorporation. The secret of Rome's strength lay in her ability to incorporate vanquished nations into her own political body. Never before had so many people been brought under one government without making slaves of most of them. The Romans were basically barbaric and lawless in characteristics, but were experts in adaptability, absorbing nations, cultures, and religions, and crossbreeding them into one another by force if necessary. That's the white man's characteristic all day long. Is he turned around and he forced his beliefs on everyone. You understand? And at that time, Rome was in power. You understand? And Rome was a force, what they like to say in the world, Mashallah, a force to be reckoned with. You understand? To the point to where they didn't turn around and fool with Rome. They didn't have to turn around and make slaves out of everybody. Half of them were scared of Rome anyway. They didn't want to go to war with them. You understand? Our oppressor, the Bible says that he will be blessed with the sword. Y'all really think that the white man actually went in his coin purse and bought everything that you see? He didn't. You understand? He turned around and he unalived almost everybody to get where he at. You understand? Enslaved God's chosen people. I ain't worried about nobody else. He enslaved God's chosen people and turned around and made them work while getting raped, lynched, burned, hung, and some more stuff. You know what I mean? In order to build this rat hole that you black, Hispanic, and Native Indians love so much. You love it so much, you turn around and you follow his ideologies and his way of life. What he say marriage is. And that's why you follow what he say divorce is too. That's why the rate is higher amongst blacks than it is anybody else. You understand? Because we are not supposed to be following them. Okay? Go ahead. Are you about to say something?
Yeah, Salaki, if I could, I don't want.
Yeah, come on with it.
Nah, that's heavy what you're bringing out, because what most black people what they really try to do is they really try to follow our oppressor's lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And these people should not be above us, man, because they are idiots. They're dumb. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, they bless them with the sword. all they want to do is murder everything and everything that they see. You know what I'm saying? That's all they want to do.
God.
So most black people follow them because they want what all oppressors have. When the
Mhm.
Lord, if we follow the Lord, He'll give us everything that we need. You know what I'm saying? So Salaki on that one, sir.
God, ain't no sweat. You are absolutely correct. If we would obey our God, brother, we'd be sitting on top of the world. You understand? Because the scripture says that he created the world for our sakes. We were supposed to be in charge of everything. When you got pulled over, you understand? You know who's supposed to be pulling you over? Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. We supposed to be the judges. You understand? Law enforcement, and yes, everything in this place. Own all the businesses, run everything. We are supposed to be doing that. But guess what? That's okay because the Lord is raising up brothers who, guess what, want that power. You understand? I want to be in power. I don't want to be no Christian. You understand? I don't want to be no sissy Christian. I want complete control and power over the earth. That's what we want. That's what the Lord promised you in the Bible. You understand? He ain't promised you nothing out of Kurt Franklin's music and all them other gospels, singing, the choirs, and all that. What's that one out Mississippi Mass Choir? You know, stupid, man. You understand? All these choirs, man. The Lord ain't promising no Christian choir nothing. You understand? Nothing. But let me read a little more. All right.
So,
And it
so, so
says,
like if I could, sir.
oh, come on.
So like if I could, sir. That's crazy you say that because they get all the songs from the homosexual that's running the choir and banging on the tambourine.
Yeah, all
That's what they get all their music from.
mhm.
Kirk Franklin, I think you said Kirk Franklin. Wasn't he just walking around in some high heels or something like that?
What'd you say?
Wasn't he just walking around in some high heels?
Who was?
I have to send that to you out of what I swear I just saw him walking around in some high heels, man. It's
Who was
crazy.
doing it?
Kirk Franklin.
Oh, hey, I wouldn't doubt. I wouldn't doubt it. Huh? That dude is a sissy. You know what he did? Sidebar, real quick. He turned around on one of them shows. I ended up watching BT. What the first Sunday or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So having them change the channel came on, and he had a brother and a sister that went. You know what I'm saying? Right behind each other. He had the brother go first. The brother he could sing. You know what I'm saying? The sister could sing. Both of them. You understand? And he turned around, and when the brother got through singing, Kurt Franklin went and grabbed his hand and said, "Ooh," he said, "Come here, let me stand next to you." That's what he said, bro. He turned around, sat the dude on the floor. They sat on the floor Indian style next to each other. He said, "Ooh, you know you said, ooh." Well, I'm talking about, man, he was extra with his brother, right? But then when the sister got up there and she sang, she could, like I said, both of them was excellent singers. She turned around, blew the roof too, right? He turned around and went up to her and said, "How you doing?" Shook her hand and stepped back. You understand? He was real standoffish. I said, "Damn, he only, sister, gorgeous as could be." You understand? But he turned around and, "How you doing?" Shook her hand and then stepped back. But then the dude, he said, "Ooh, come here." Grabbed his hand and I was like, "Oh man, that dude, hey, definitely, fruity pebbles." You understand? But so I can believe he's wearing women's shoes and clothes, and purses and everything. You understand? But back to the article, man. It says, through this, the rulers sought to keep the entire empire under control. Gradually, the Roman Empire became permeated with the philosophy of the Greeks and the religions of the Jews and Christians. The natural part of human life was raised to a higher plane. Combined with the Greek influence, Roman law and political ideas have had a strong influence on the West. Thus, the Greek notion of democracy, the religions of the Jews and Christians, the law and political influence of the Romans, all these mixed together made the civilization of the later Western world. And it says clearly, history tells us that the Roman civilization is the direct ancestor of the modern West. So you turn around in this place, what they're saying basically is this place is, mocking or mimicking the Romans. You understand? To where they turn around and oh, okay, I turned around and saw a comment on the on the TikTok, and we got some crazies out there. You understand? We got some real crazies out there. But anyway, you understand? That's basically what they're saying. Is America has taken on, after the Romans. Okay, and now this one is the Roman Empire and the Roman Church. And it says Christianity became known as the official Western religion, and the native religions of the Western world became known as heathen, uncivilized, and unenlightened. However, it was not so in the beginning. It may be a surprise for many to know that during the first 3 centuries, the Christians suffered tremendously under the Roman government, which tried to destroy them. However, Christianity was spreading too vigorously to be kept under control. The strategy of elimination through persecution eventually changed to one of embracing it and controlling its destiny to fulfill the purpose of their rulers. The church, on the other hand, made a compromise to accept Rome and became the destroyer of her mother Israel, who bore her. And that's just saying that the mother Israel, saying that black folks, Hispanic people, Native Indians ended up accepting Christianity. You understand? And we rejected the truth. We turned around and left it completely, and then followed what they presented to us through this religion called Christianity. You understand? And then it says, the church, on the other hand, in the process, truth suffered. You understand? Pay attention to that. The truth has suffered and is still suffering. You understand? All because of all of the lies that Christianity has spread, especially the lie that a man must only have one woman. That is a lie. We will get to that. Okay? And it says, biblical commandments that the apostles taught were subordinated to pagan convenience. The church entered into apostasy. This was fully realized in the 4th century when Emperor Constantine the Great declared himself a Christian. The first pope and the ruler of the church, which he called the Roman Catholic Church that existed to these days, by his own authority, he set up church councils, installed and deposed bishops, imprisoning and banishing them, imposed religious edicts under penalty of Roman law. He set up the Council of Rome and Nicene and bridged the empire of Rome to the Church of Rome. One after another, the unscrupulous and cruel wolves, as prophesied in the scriptures. Now, I wonder who is he talking about now? You understand? Now, don't get it twisted. This is a white article. You understand? Talking about white people here because the Romans are white. Now, pay attention to what he just said. One after another, the unscrupulous and cruel wolves, as prophesied in the scriptures, entered the church to take control, ravish, and strip the church to total spiritual nakedness and bankruptcy, and then clothe her in mockery and strange garments. That's just talking about the church is the people of God, right? It's not the people that go to, Greater Ebenezer Baptist, Presbyterian, and Apostolic Church. You understand? The church is the people of God. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? And they turn around and destroy the Bible. The article said that the truth suffered. You understand? And this is why our sisters are so dead set on their man only having one woman, because part of the truth is, guess what? That a man can have as many women as he please. And a lot of sisters just don't want to hear that. You understand? They don't want to hear it. Our oppressor, let me tell you something. He is a crafty bastard. He knows exactly what he's doing. He actually studies. You understand? He studied our brains, everything that we do, our culture, everything, so that he can destroy us. You understand? Not that he was actually doing something to try to, say, restore the people that he destroyed. You know what I'm saying? With his slavery and with his oppression. He turned around and gave us all kinds of things. He gave us monogamy to destroy us. If you look at all the things that he has given us, it was to destroy us. He gave us monogamy. He gave us drugs. He gave us holidays. He gave us pork. He gave us unlawful foods. He gave us everything. He gave us the love of Jesus, that God loved everybody. And that's just a lie. That's not in the Bible. You understand? God does not love everybody. Jesus Christ didn't come to die for everybody. You understand? A man turn around and having one woman is not true. You know what is true? A woman only supposed to be one man. I can't wait to bring that out. I wonder how many questions and comments we're gonna get on that. You understand? I wonder once sisters realize and start thinking about that body count and all the notches on their damn belt. I wonder what are they going to say about that. You understand? Because you know who does not care about that, mashallah? The Christian church does not care about our sisters being ran through at the rate that they are. That's why they tell them such nonsense. You understand?
Come
So
on, kind sir.
they'll be loose
Come,
as a goose.
come on,
Yeah,
kind sir.
come on with it.
If I could, man, the Christian church, like it destroy our people so bad because, like you said, these women got body counts, but they think they body counts start over when they go to church on Sunday, and they all good Christians again. Won't he do it? That's what.
Yeah, God, won't he do it?
What he do it? Salagi.
Yeah, one of them men gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? That you planning on being with, or that you already been with, and be going back and forth and have one man 1 year, then go give it another one another year, then give it the other one another year, then go back to the first one, then go back to the third one, and the fifth, and talking about they friends and all kinds of mess. Now nobody ever speaks on that, right? God always talking to these Christian women, but God never tell them, hey, stop breaking up with these men that you keep getting with. Stop sleeping with all these different men. Stop marrying all these different men and then divorcing them and then getting with another man, hoping that you don't get divorced, but then get divorced anyway. Then turn around and get another man and get divorced again. Like, when is he gonna stop? You understand? When is he going to stop, man? You understand? So yeah, we're gonna get to that point too. You understand? Because while women are so dead set on controlling that penis, that manhole, you understand that man walk around with it every day. We're gonna see if you can learn to control that vagina of yours. You understand? Because that's what needs the leash on now. You understand? That's what needs the leash around that damn vagina. Cause that boy, that thing, what they said back in the day, loose as a goose. God damn. You know what I'm saying? I know some sisters that's loose as a goose, you know, and still loose and old and loose. You know, you would think 50, you be tired. You know what I'm saying? You be tired, but no, they still loose, brother. I know some 50-year-olds
So,
that's
so Salagi, if I could, out of one,
come on with it.
you hitting on some 5 points. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the '80s, right? And I used to hear women always talking about being with one man and and trying to get that one man to appreciate them or do whatever. But if you listen to this music today, they talking about messing with other women, men, and I take your man, and I just had five today. I get another one tomorrow. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Like it's crazy, man, for women to even have that mindset. I was talking to my rib about that today. I was like, how can women listen to music like that? For you to jump on many rods and not understand that, you know what I'm saying? If you lay down with a man, that's your man. You need to stay with that brother. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fight through whatever y'all gotta go through. You know what I'm saying? I've been on my rib for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? We've been through ups and downs or whatever, whatever, but we fought through it. And then coming into the truth, it's like, damn, we kind of been on something because we stayed down with each other for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So Salaki, sir.
what's that correct? No, that's excellent. You understand? Give to my sister. I applaud her. We'll give her a hand. That's excellent work. Because guess what? I know being with the men in the ISPK, give all the sisters that are married to men in the ISPK a huge hand. You understand? For them dealing with these brothers of ours. You understand? When you being married to them, and them having multiple wives, and even if they don't, I don't know too many don't, but even if they don't. You understand? You dealing with that, with the brother just spirit. You understand? Guess what? Being in a relationship, it take work. Period. But I'm gonna have you read that definition. I'm gonna finish this real quick.
Come on,
Uh,
con, sir.
let's see. Greco-Roman ideologies, values, and pagan practices and rituals were adopted as standards and holiness in the church. I don't know if they heard that. You understand? But our people really don't understand. They act like they know the Bible, but then they really don't. Because here you go, the research in the article says that I'm reading again. It says Greco-Roman ideologies, values, and pagan practices and rituals were adapted as standards and holiness in the church. Now, all of that stuff was infused. A man having one woman only, monogamy, it was infused into the Bible. You understand? Because of these people not knowing the scriptures and not knowing what they're talking about, they said certain things, thought certain things, and they said, oh, voila, this is how it's done right here. You understand? When that's totally not true. Okay. Um, then it says, hold on. The Christian Jews who had understanding of God's truth refused to toe the line. As a result, they were denounced as traitors, betrayers, and murderers of the Lord, and were replaced by the Gentile spiritual Jews. It says, where the old, including the Hebraic understanding of the scriptures, were forcibly put away and replaced by the Greco-Roman way of interpreting the scriptures. Now, they turned around and took brothers. Now, what they saying when they saying uh, Christian Jews, what they're talking about is the people that actually follow the Lord. You understand? The only way they knew how to put it was to say Christian, because the word Christian is found in the Bible. That was a diss to the men that actually followed Christ. That wasn't like a good thing, a good term when they say call themselves Christians, where everybody was walking around calling each other Christian. That was not true. They were first called Christians in Antioch by a king, Antiochus. You understand? And that was a diss. He was disrespecting those men that followed our king. You understand? So that term Christian is not a term like a endearment. You understand? A term to be held, you understand, and walk around as if it's a badge of honor. Now, the word Christian just simply means one who follows Christ's teachings and his actions. The Christians in the Christian church do not follow Christ's teachings nor his actions. They made buttons and bumper stickers talking about WWJD, what would Jesus do? And Jesus wouldn't do none of the shit the niggas do in the church. You understand? That's what Jesus would not do. He would not do nothing that those Christians are doing in the church, man. You understand? You got the women that's lesbians in the church. You got the men that's homosexuals. The choir, every choir director gay out. You know what I'm saying? Is every choir director LGBTQ element?
Come on, con, sir. Come on, con.
C and D and whatever else, other letters I left out. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them in. You understand? All of them are. You know, for some odd reason, but the pastor love him though. You understand what they call the minister of the music? You know what I'm saying? The minister of the music got to be homosexual. You know what? Jesus wouldn't do that. Jesus would not do that. You understand? Jesus would not be bamming no tambourine. Now they be getting it too. The men be. Jesus would not do that. You understand? Jesus would not celebrate Christmas. They celebrate Christmas in the church. Jesus would not tell a man that he must only have one woman. It's a man's choice. You understand? Jesus would not do a lot of stuff that these folks would. You understand? One second, DOG. Let me finish this little part, and then I'm gonna let you rock. It says the wolves now had a totally free hand, this time in the name of God. Sounds like a fairy tale, but painfully true. This is the background and setting for the origin and history of the must-be monogamy theology. So what this is saying right here is what they said they had a free hand, meaning that they turned around and they persecuted the true followers of Christ. You understand? They persecuted the men that actually followed the laws, that knew and understood the scriptures. And then what they did was, like it said in the article, it gave them, they replaced them by putting them in prison, killing them, doing all kinds of things to the men. You understand? And then replaced it with a Greco Roman theology. You understand? And ideology and their interpretation of the scriptures. And as you can see, they don't know. Our oppressor, so-called white man, he don't know the Bible. You understand? I know you think Joel Osteen with that big dumb smile ahead. I know you think he do, but he don't. You understand? They don't know the Bible. Peter Popoff don't know the Bible. Okay? You want to learn the Bible, then you come to the men in the ISUPK for the Commander Junior High. You understand? Go ahead, DMG.
What's up with it, brothers?
You got it.
So I wanted to chime in with a couple of questions, Cap, because you know my story from my childhood, and so, but I'm gonna speak on it generally, and so let's say, like a lot of men in the 70s, 80s, you know, the era we grew up in, where, you know, you may have had a child in one home with one sister and, you know, another child in another home with another sister. And that caused conflict between those two sisters, bred jealousy between those children, and all of that, all because the jealousy and the notion that this man was supposed to be with one or other of those women, and that he couldn't be with both. That it was no way that was moral or upright. Had my position since me and you been rapping has been that if that was something that if what you teach or what ISUPK teach was something that men in the black community have been taught and women have been taught from early on in their childhood, that this is what men is permitted to do, that situations like that would never have occurred. Because when, let's take my situation. I got a brother who's exactly a year younger than me. I'm born in October 76. He born in October 77. He got a different mother. The conflict that caused between my mother and his mother, between my father and my mother and his mother, was catastrophic for us as children. And my father did what he could to keep things intact, but you know how it go. Eventually, that dam break, and I went 5 or 6 years without seeing my father. We all in St. Louis, all in North County, and I went 6 years without seeing him. And it was a lot of games and things of that nature being played. But my point is, all of this was predicated on you can only be with me or her. But again, had they been taught from early on, this is what men do. And he can maintain that relationship with you, and he can maintain that relationship with her. This ain't his half brother. This ain't his half sister. These are they brothers and sisters. They're gonna be raised as a family, and it's all good. I believe if that was the case, those type of situations where I went all these years without seeing my old man wouldn't occur. What's your thoughts on that? Because we saw that scenario play out countless times in our neighborhoods growing up in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, absolutely. And real quick, Marshall, give me this scripture real quick. Give me Ecclesiasticus 26:6. And what we got to bring back is what's that old song by SOS? What they say when they say, I don't care about your other girls, just be good
just
to me.
Be good to me.
at one point, you understand, sisters wasn't, now they don't like it now. They're not just like a fan of it now. You understand? Even the great women in the Bible that shared their man, you understand, they didn't like it either. But I'm gonna show you a situation where they actually worked it out. You understand? But I'm gonna show you what your father was going through first, real quick. Read me that scripture, my child. Oh damn! I think the brother froze up. Yeah, he froze.
Yeah, it looked
Oh,
like he
okay, real quick. Yeah, the brother, he froze. Oh, okay. This is Ecclesiasticus 26 and verse 6, and it says, "But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman." You understand? That's what your father was going through. That's what a lot of men have gone through. Like you said, you turned around and you had missed what you say 5 years. You understand? You and your father missed 5 years. You don't need to miss 5 minutes without your father. You understand? Look at the society that we live in today. You sisters need to put y'all jealousy in y'all purse and deal with it. You understand? Stop turning around and making these children suffer all because you are what's insecure. You understand? That's what a lot of women are. They are insecure. When it comes to another woman, oh boy, they are not confident. They lack confidence. You understand? For a sister to turn around and start screaming, as soon as they hear about another woman, you understand? They start going crazy. You understand? Want to check the man's phone. I done heard of brothers turn around, and not in school, but just brothers, period. I got, a lot of partners in the world. Brother waking up, his thumb on the phone, his woman standing over him, talking about, who is this? You understand? Like stuff like that, man. A lot of these women, they lack confidence. I know y'all look good, y'all bodies is tight, y'all light and dark and black and berry, sweet and juice, whatever it is about you, you got it going on. You understand? On the outside, but on the inside, a lot of you lack confidence, boy. You understand? A lot of you sisters lack confidence, and the scripture says, "A grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman." And then check this out. It says, "And a scourge of the tongue which communicated with all." Meaning that she ain't saying nothing good to this man or this woman. They're gonna argue, they're gonna fight. I done seen sisters meeting up at what's that, murder mobile DMG. I done seen them meeting up at murder mobile, about to kill each other on the lot over their man, and he's with both of you. You understand? And y'all done met up to kill each other, you know. And you know they want to kill each other. They go to murder mobile. That's what happens when you go there.
That's what happened at that. Everybody know when it's time to go down. That's the gas station that you meet
That's
at.
the spot you meet up at. So it'll actually go down. You understand? So and that way right there, that's exactly what your father had went through. You understand? And if those women were not raised, I'm sure they was raised as Christians. You understand? Am I right or am I wrong?
Absolutely.
You understand? They guess what? They would have known the truth. I don't know how long you was on and heard me read the article where the truth had suffered. You understand? The truth suffered under Christianity to where now it was replaced with Roman ideologies, pagan traditions, and culture, and all of this other nonsense. The truth has been replaced with nothing but lies. The truth about a man having more than one woman was replaced with the lie of monogamy and making that the standard of the Bible, saying that God views marriage as one man, one woman, when that is totally not true. You understand? It is totally not true. It wasn't just for a certain time. It wasn't just for, back then, back in, a lot of people say the Bible days, as if the New Testament is not a part of the Bible days. The New Testament was written thousands of years ago. You understand? The Old Testament was written thousands and thousands of years ago. Like, stop it. You understand? So that's what your pops was going through right there. And in the end, the whole family ends up suffering. You understand? We all supposed to be together. My brother's still stuck. I'm gonna read this definition right
I'm
now.
gonna kick them and then tell them to just come back in.
Okay. Yeah, because he froze. I had him holding this definition for me, but I'm gonna go on and read, because what you talking about is we right there. And this is from the Zondervan's Pictorial Bible Dictionary. This is the word family on page 275. And it says this. It says the Hebrew family unit was larger than families today. I wonder why. You understand? The Lord said, be fruitful and multiply. And men could all then and can now have more than one woman. You understand? And now it ain't so. You got women that's aborting babies like crazy. You got sisters, what is it, 350,000 abortions every year? You understand? You got women. You got women that's more concerned about their career and their children and their husband. You know, I know a sister that turned around and had 4 abortions on her husband, all because she didn't know if it was his or the other dude that she was sleeping. You understand? Hey. Yeah, she did that. 4 abortions. You know, and that's sad. We have. Oh, go ahead.
Nah, speaking of that, Cap. Now you just mentioned that the sister got 4 abortions because she didn't know if her husband was the father. So what do you say when you hear somebody like Pastor Bennett, who I'm sure you're familiar with because he debated Captain Tazoriak. What do you say when you hear somebody like Pastor Bennett or any other pastor or non-believer say, well, if the man can do it, why can't the woman do it?
Oh my God. That is so disgusting and it is so weak. And then that man, he's truly a Christian pastor, right? My Charlotte, give me Romans 7 and give me verse 1. I'm gonna show you what the Lord said as far as how many, because it's in the Bible, you know, and then it's the New Testament, right, DMG? Romans is the New Testament. So guess what? Can't nobody give me no excuse.
New Testament.
They can't give me no excuse about, oh, that's the Old Testament. What you read from the Old Testament, and that's way long time. That's what Christ. No. That was before Christ. They love talking that. We finna get to it. You got it, White Charlotte?
Con, sir, can you hear me?
Con, I can hear you, brother.
Yeah, we can hear you. Try turning your camera off, bro. Maybe that'll help with the freezing.
The freezing. I mean, can y'all hear me like pretty good now though?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Just turn the camera off.
All right.
So,
turn the camera off.
Yeah, turn it off. That way you won't freeze up while you read.
All right, got
it won't.
Con, sir. Can you hear me now?
You good, Warrior? Good.
All right, con, sir. The book of Romans, chapter 7 and verse 1. Know ye not, brethren, for I speak them that know the law, how that the law have dominion over man as long as he liveth.
Okay, so this right here is telling you that the law, right? The law that a lot of Christians say is done away with, you don't have to follow no more. Paul just said that the law had dominion. What is dominion? Power, authority, and control over. You understand? Over a man as long as he liveth, not just for no certain period of time. Even today, Christians claim to follow this, right? Paul said that the law, where you can find in the Old Testament, in the Torah, where it says that a man can have more than one woman if he chooses to, guess what? That law is still in effect. You understand? As long as a man liveth. Now let's get to the woman. Okay, go ahead, brother. Keep reading. You off mute, my child. Go ahead, keep reading, brother. You must have froze up again.
Damn. Yeah, it looked like.
Yeah, I think you froze.
Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me now?
Oh, okay, Kyle, there you go. Go ahead.
All right, con. Let me get back to it, sir. Verse 2. For the woman which has an husband is bound by the law.
Stop right there. A woman which hath an husband. This ain't got nothing to do with you going to the courthouse. You understand? And signing that white man's piece of paper. And then going to the church and having a wedding, dun, 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 walking down the aisle, throwing the bouquet, all this, talking about you I now pronounce you man and white. It got nothing to do with that. In the Bible, sex is marriage, and marriage is forever. You understand? That's what makes a woman have a husband, right? Is when she has sex with a man. And I'm talking about, I ain't talking about nothing sick. I had to clear this up all the time because a lot of people start throwing out rape and molestation, all this nonsense. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about something consensual. I'm talking about when a man meet a woman and they dig in each other and they Netflix and chill, and that's after that, I now pronounce them man and wife. After you Netflix and chill, not when you go walk down the aisle and sign that marriage certificate. All right. For the woman which hath a husband, keep reading, brother.
Common con, bound by the law to her husband, so long as he liveth.
Stop right
But
there.
if the
Stop right there. So long as he lives, she's bound to that man as long as he lives, right? So how many men is a woman supposed to have, DMG, according to the law?
You say how many is a man supposed to have?
No, how many men is a woman supposed to have according to what we just read?
One.
One. Come on, give DMG a hand. You understand what I'm saying? Goddamn. Got it on the first try. You
I mean,
understand? The first try. That's it. A woman only supposed, now you say Pastor Bennett say if a man can do it, a woman should be able to do it too, huh?
that's
You
what
know,
he
you know
said.
what preachers do? Preachers set women up so that they can have sex with them whenever they feel like it, man. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Christian men are weak and they are cowards. They ain't got no game. You understand? Women love getting macked on. You understand? Mack a woman down. I ain't talking about game up like lie to her. I'm talking about, put some flavor on the system. You understand? Run some fire game on her. You understand? What they say, DMG, spit on shorty, holler at old girl,
Exactly.
whatever,
Exactly.
yeah, whatever magic you put on her when you walk up to her.
Put your demonstration down.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, holler at her. You understand? That's the game I'm talking about.
my could
Walk
jump
up
in
to
real
that
quick,
sister,
sir.
back her down, have her melting in your arms, and then make her your woman. That's what I'm talking about. Not,
Yeah, I tell these young cats, women, sisters is like M&Ms. They melt in your mouth, not in your hand. So
all day
look,
long. You
Like if I
understand?
could, sir.
Go ahead, Marsha.
Yeah, back in the day, you know what I'm saying. When I was growing up, you know what I'm saying, growing up under the older players, man. They used to call you macaroni Tony. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
ah,
macaroni
hey,
Tony.
he took it all the way back.
He
Took
took
it
it
all the
all.
way back. Man, macaroni
You
Tony was,
understand?
hey, you want to be macaroni
Bro,
Tony for real? Right?
hey, yeah, I remember that one. You understand? All that. You
Hey, what
understand?
Martin call old boy? Ricky Fontaine, Pretty Ricky, what they call him.
Right. All that. You understand? They have no game. So, and they are sexual deviants, man. They turn around and have to trick the woman into being with them. When you understand, all you got to do is just, like I said, have some flavor. Women go to church. I remember being in church and all the women sitting in the front row all wanted the pastor. And I didn't understand why it was all this talk about the pastor sleeping with all them when I found out in the Bible that he can have them all if that's what he wanted. You understand? Them women didn't have to sneak around and be, because he had one wife, but he had all these other women that they was talking about the pastor messing with this one and that one and this one and that one. You understand?
Like if I
Which,
could, sir.
which is ridiculous. Go ahead, brother.
Like if I could, sir. These niggas game so weak these days. They don't even try to mac on a woman. They want to throw that paper at them. So that's where you get OnlyFans and all these women doing these things that they doing because dudes don't know how to mac no more. They don't know how to sit a woman down and just mac on them. They want to throw that paper at her. You know what I'm saying? And it's destroying our women. It's destroying them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the first thing they look for when they see a brother. They want to see the paper. They don't even want to. They don't even want to know if you're a nice guy or not. They want to know if you got paper or not. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot here.
Yeah, God, you're right. That is the first thing that they are throwing at the sisters is money. Because that's the first thing a sister open her mouth about is what she has to have is some money. You understand? That's what, she turned around and is basically after. Andre said your pastor was doing the Lord work. No, he was not. You understand? What he should have been doing was the Lord's work. And like I said, he turned around and he's secretly being with them women. And then when his wife find out, he throw those women away. That's not the Lord's work. You understand? The Lord's work is if you sleep with those women, you keep all of them. You understand?
And here's the bigger issue that come with that, because now you've destroyed your wife and you destroyed those women.
That's what I'm talking about.
All because of this notion that there can only be one. This ain't Highlander where there can only be one. But because that's being taught, now you got those sisters feeling a way about theyself, and you got your wife feeling a way about herself.
Right.
When if you was taught from the beginning that this is the way it's supposed to be, or this is the way it can be, because I know you ain't got to that point yet that you don't have to have more than one, but if you do, it's okay. If you was taught that from the beginning, you wouldn't have all that drama. But we get caught up in that there can only be one. Like I said, it's like the Highlander. Like if you ever seen that movie where you got all these immortals fighting, and in the end, it can only be one. That's how it is with sisters when it comes to a man. And so, no, it ain't necessarily got to be like that. It's like I don't know how many brothers y'all know who just it's like his conversation, his personality, the stress of the day, one woman can encompass all of that. And what I mean by that is one sister may be able to handle one aspect of what he deals with on a daily basis, but then it's another aspect that she not quite equipped to handle. That don't mean that she not for him or they can't make what they have work, but that just means that it's another sister who can meet those other needs and requirements, because everybody can't be everything to everybody in terms of that man and his women. But what people will tell you is you supposed to just deal with going without. Like let's just say, for example, Cap, you got a sister that's your real, y'all been rocking for a minute, but her physical appetite for sex don't match yours. And for everybody that's gonna say it's just about sex, no, it's not just about sex. I'm using that as an example. And so her physical appetite, her appetite for sex don't match yours. That don't mean you don't love her and she don't love you. Do that mean you're supposed to discard her? But let's say you got another rib, she want to go as much as you go. Or is that something to be ashamed of? Should the sister who don't want to go as much as you go be mad because you got a sister who do? You see what I'm saying? You don't want to go as much as I do, but you mad because I got another rib who do. When I'm not taking nothing away from you, I'm still taking care of what I got to take care of with you. But it's just that when you don't want to, I know she do. Same thing from a business standpoint or a financial standpoint. I might want to stand up a business. The one who want to slay me all day may not be equipped to stand up a business, but the one who don't maybe is. Like we form in Voltron here. It's just that the man forms the head, if that makes sense. And for those who don't follow what I'm saying, I think it's pretty simple. Now Andre in the audience, he know exactly what I'm talking about. But
yeah, we know.
it seemed like somewhere along the line that concept got lost, and you find yourself in those situations like my father was in. Like my father, I'll tell you, my father in his 60s, and he'll tell you, he just now getting to the point where he like, yeah, son, I think it's time for me to have one woman. But for most of his life, that was not a thing ever in his life. That just wasn't a thing. When I got married, when I met my wife, well, I can't say when I met her in second grade, but when I started dating my wife, he was like, "Hey, boy, that's a good woman. You keep her. You marry her. You keep her right here. But you know, you got to get you at least 2 or 3 more." And I'm like, "What you talking about, pops? You just said marry her." Because in my mind, if I marry her, the 2 or 3 more is off the table. He was like, "Nah, son. Like you. That's how my father talking to me, Cap. And keep in mind, I'm 19 at the time. I got married when I was 20. He said, "You a complicated nigga, son. That sweet young lady, she not prepared to encompass everything that you about to bring to the table. But you get you 1 or 2 more that can kind of, you can kind of bend their ear to what's bothering you, because you don't want to bring that to her. You don't want to bother her with that." And I'm like, "Pops, what is you talking about?" And he was dead serious. And I'm like, wow, this man is he's straight up serious about this. And that's his mantra to this day. And he'll jump in front of a train for my wife. But he realized probably in my late 20s, early 30s, like, "Hey, yeah, look, dude, don't mess around on my daughter-in-law." But I'm like, "Man, why you couldn't tell me that when I was a teenager?" But his uncle, his father, that's what they taught him. And so you find, like, I feel like if people really teach their sons, "Hey, either you're gonna do it this way, but you don't have to. But it's perfectly okay if you do it this way, and if the women who you involved with agree." And when you pull out the Bible, and this the important part, Cap, where do they show you, where in the Bible does it say this is not permitted? Because people will tell me, "Well, Jesus said, Jesus corrected that." Because I always point out, well, what about David and Solomon? What about Abraham and Jacob? But I say Israel. What about all of them? They had multiple wives. And they'll say, "Well, Jesus corrected that." And I'm like, where? What are you familiar with the scripture that they referencing when they say Jesus corrected it? Because I'm not sure what they're talking about.
I know exactly what they're talking about, and we'll get right to that after this point. I'm gonna have a brother finish that scripture. Mike, y'all finish that scripture real quick. Start it off from the top.
My bad in interrupting y'all, bro.
Oh no, you good, you good.
Come on, sir. We at verse 2, right?
Yeah.
So long as he liveth, but if the husband be dead, she is loose from the law of her husband.
So right here, while that man is alive, right, she's supposed to only be with him. Now, how many women do you know that turn around and got baby daddies here and there, got exes everywhere, got bays and booze and one night stands, and getting flued out here and there? You understand? Like, come on, man is still alive. You understand? He ain't dead, because if he was dead, you'll be loose from that law, and then you will be free to be with another man if you see fit, right?
Like if I could, so.
But not a moment sooner. Go ahead, brother.
Nah, so like if I could, so that's so heavy what you say, because these women, like, they'll go out and they'll have multiple baby daddies, right? But get mad if a man have another woman.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's just not logical sense. You can go out and you can have multiple baby daddies, you can have 4 kids by 4 baby daddies, but then you mad if a man go do something that he do. You know what I'm saying? So it's logical, so.
And then be a Maury Povich reject and turn around and be on the show 25 times talking about Dante, Antoine, Marco, Reggie, Ray,
Man,
you not the father. Y'all ain't the father. Them ain't the father. They ain't the father. Everybody ain't the damn father. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. Nobody says anything about that. You understand? So those preachers, what's Pastor Bennett, that say if the man can do it, the woman can do it too. No, you cannot. You understand? You wasn't built for that. You understand? The
I
Lord
got
didn't create that. So,
if I
so
may remember what we talked about, right?
uh-huh.
Now, just scientifically,
Mhm.
we like for everybody who want to say, okay, you ain't got it because okay, let's take the Bible out of it. Let's just talk science. Remember, we said if you lock me or you in a room and you give us enough food and water and you send 1,000,000 women in there, given the right amount of time, the right amount of food and water, we can impregnate all 1,000,000 of those women, right?
Mhm.
At the same time. They can all be pregnant at the same time.
Absolutely.
Now, if you put a woman in a room with enough food and water and enough time, and you send 1,000,000 men in there, how many of those men can get that woman pregnant?
Just one.
So what? So what a woman need more than one man for?
She don't. She
You see
don't.
what I'm saying? Like even if you take the Bible out of it,
Mm-hmm.
what do you see what I mean? So
Yeah.
so if a woman got 5 men and she end up pregnant, who the daddy?
You don't know.
Who's supposed to take care of that kid?
You got to
They all
go
got
on.
to go get it. They all gonna be lined up to get a DNA test.
Yep. They got to go on paternity court now.
Now the baby got she got 5 men, so the baby got 4 stepfathers.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Like it don't even make sense.
It don't at all. A woman cannot do what a man can do. You understand? And y'all need to stop with that nonsense.
And a man shouldn't want to do what a woman do.
Hey, look at her. I'm absolutely fine doing what I do. You
You
understand?
understand?
And
Like
I wouldn't want to change it. You understand?
exactly. Like all these
So
women who want to talk that what's good for the goose is good for the no, it ain't.
no, it ain't.
Because at the end of the day, whether we talk societal where a man can have 50 women and he a player, and a woman can have 50 men and she a slut, that we ain't make that rule up. We
Right.
ain't come up with that societal idiom. You know what I mean? But just on a natural sense, a woman can only be pregnant by one man at a time. A man can have 50 women pregnant at a time.
Yeah,
God knew what he was doing
absolutely.
when he created us the way he created us, and when he created y'all the way he created y'all.
I agree.
I'm done. I'm gonna let y'all teach, man.
And look, the Lord created that what you talking about, that standard. You understand, for a woman to be a slut. It's in the Bible. Read the next scripture, Marshall, and then we're gonna jump to the next one. Brother must be frozen. Marshall, you there?
Okay.
Okay, come on with the next scripture.
You want me to go to verse 3?
Come on, go ahead. You froze, brother? Oh yeah.
I thought I heard him.
Yeah, he did. He came off like probably froze again. His that brother internet freeze quite a bit.
Mm.
I'm gonna go and finish it up real quick.
You want me to keep going, sir?
Huh?
Do you want me to keep going?
God, can you read? Was you froze again?
Yeah, it's got and my reception is bad. Hold on, let me get back to where I was at. So like this, sir. 1 second.
God, I'm sweat. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, read verse 3. this out. All right, I'm gonna read. This is Romans chapter 7, verse 3. It says, "So then, if while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she shall be called an adulteress." And what's an adulteress, DMG? That's a
That's a woman
304.
that's
Oh,
unfaithful.
you understand? That's a whore. You
Yeah.
understand? And for all you sisters out there that's got exes, and then you think you're all right, the Lord said that you are a whore. You understand? Because you ain't supposed to have no ex. You understand? If you got you a man, stay with the brother. You understand? Your vagina would appreciate it. You understand? If you just stay with one man. What's that stuff they be using? Vagisil, Vagisil, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You won't have to do that. You
That's
won't have
it.
to get that vinegar and that bag. What's that damn thing? That balloon and all. You know what I'm saying? You won't have to do that.
Yeah.
You ain't got to do none of that if you learn to stay with one man. You understand? You ain't got to use that spray and all this nonsense. So, but I'm gonna read it again. It says, "So then, if while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she shall be called an adulteress. But if her husband be dead, she is free from that law, so that she is no adulteress, though she be married to another man." So it's real simple. You understand? It's real simple. If she turn around and has a man, and she go give with another man, leading him to go give with somebody else, then guess what? She's a whore. Okay? But then if she turn around, that man is dead, then she finds someone else, everyone will know that, oh, that's right, Brother Jones, whatever his name is, Mr. Earl, he dead. You understand? And she moved on. And she could do that. She's within her right. You understand? But not while he's alive. Not talking about it wasn't working out, he ain't had no job, or he had another woman. Whatever excuse you come up with, it's not acceptable to the Lord. You understand? It's not acceptable. All right. So you wanted the scripture that they use for their excuse.
Right.
Okay, this is First Corinthians 7, and I'm started verse 2. It says, "Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband." See, what they get right here is where they get this twisted is fornication. First off, is unlawful sex, right?
Hey, real quick, Cap, because my queen just said, but if y'all don't make vows to that man, y'all not married. Y'all don't legally marry, so she free to herself. Okay, so now I keep reading what you're reading, because I feel like that go along with that answer what she just said. So go ahead and break it down.
Okay, here's the thing: the vows, like you got to understand something about vows. Vows, Christians get married by those vows, and then don't take them vows seriously themselves. They say,
Uh-oh.
"We're gathered here today in holy matrimony to witness the marriage between Antoine and Shaquita. Shaquita, do you lawfully take Antoine to be your husband?" You understand? Your lawfully wedded husband, through sickness and in health, for richer or for poor, for better or for worse, and until death do you part. Now they say those vows, and both of them say, "I do," and she say, "I do," right? But then later on, she don't. You understand? She turned around and find out he got another woman. Now she don't. You understand? But in the vow, it's safe for better or for worse.
That's
So
what it say.
worse is him having another woman. What's worse than that, sis?
That's what it say. Hey, hold on. Pause, Cap, because you know what I got to do right now. You know what I got to do.
Come on, here's she.
Y'all know when Cap go in, I got to hit this.
I'm running this shit. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
Hey, we got Andre. We got Andre the voice in the building too. When you get through.
All right, don't sweat. So I mean, our people don't even stick to those vows, man. Our oppressor, the so-called white man, who you got that paper marriage from, makes you a hypocrite. You sit there and say you're going to stick with that man for better or for worse, whether he got a job or whether he loses his job, whether he get injured at work or if he got both his legs and arms and he good to go. You understand? Whether he got another woman, have a baby outside of me or what. You turn around and then you're ready to leave soon as you find out that he's got another woman or he has other children. The Christian church makes our people hypocrites. I'm going to go back to the article real quick where it says this right here. In the patriarchy of the history of monogamy, it says Greco-Roman ideologies, values, and pagan practices and rituals were adopted as standards in holiness in the church. All of that stuff that you living by, they turn around, you know, they put the Bible down first, then they put their book that they read them vows down over the Bible. But you don't find none of those vows in the Bible. It's not in the Bible. That's why it's in a separate book. You understand? It has nothing to do with God. God said that oath that you are making with one another is forever. Not no, oh, I'm unhappy now. Now it's time to switch up. Now I'm going to go try to find another man. Then you go through the same thing with the other dude.
Oh man.
You go through the same exact thing.
I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you why they do that, Cap.
Go ahead. Come on.
Hold on. Where my button go?
Some motherfuckers always trying to nice skate over here.
It was kind of low, so just in case y'all ain't heard, that was Wesley. He say some mother suckers is always trying to ice skate uphill. Why would you leave one man and go through all that same BS with another man?
All over again. You understand? It don't make sense. And guess what? It's not found in the Bible. First off, it says own wife and own husband, right? I just read the scripture in Romans 7 to where a woman only supposed to be with one man her whole life. You understand? When you go in the Old Testament where you find the law said to where a man can have more than one woman, own is not the same. Own just means belonging to you. Doesn't mean.
Hey, Cap, I say that all the time. It don't say one. It say own.
It say
like,
own.
This is my own pair of glasses, but I got another pair upstairs, and that's my own too.
But you got multiple pair of glasses. You understand?
And they both my own.
Absolutely. And you can have that. There's nothing that says you can't have multiple pair of glasses. You can't have multiple houses. You can't have multiple cars. You can't have multiple businesses or multiple jobs. You understand? So like I said, that stuff is untrue. All of that was imposed by the people who actually hate God and who hate us. You understand? It's their form of godliness when, guess what? That was to destroy us. You know what that would make? Less babies. They turn around and it have been doing that since the eugenics program. You understand? Trying to figure out how to destroy us. And you know what? They use multiple ways to do it. They use drugs. They use incarceration. They use monogamy. They use Christianity. They use all these different things that are lies and destroy the very fabric and the dynamic of the black family. You understand?
And if we look at history, they the only culture that did that. Like that one woman stuff. They were the only, like, I don't care where you went. The Mongol Empire, Kublai Khan, Genghis Khan had 50 wives and 10 wives and 50 concubines.
Yeah.
Wherever you go in Africa, South America, the Middle East, they are the only people who did that. Absolutely. And then they superimpose it on us, and we just accept it like it's normal. When we know it ain't natural. No, ain't nothing natural about it. But they did that because the fact of the matter is they married women for positions in royalty and in politics. We married because of love and desire. They married for political gain because we know they was boy lovers and pillow biters. That was their culture. They ain't really like women. That's why they was cool having one. That nobody else did that in the world though. If we keep it in the book.
Mm-hmm. You're right. And speaking on history, let me give you, let me go back to that definition real quick of family in the Zondervan Bible, Pictorial Bible Dictionary, page 275. It says the Hebrew family unit was larger than families today and included some or all of the following: the father or master, right? The man was the head. You understand? And the reason, guess what? A lot of people ask me, why do you follow what's in the Bible? Because it's old. You understand? It's thousands of years old, and it worked then, and it can work today. You understand? Well, check it out. And it says some or all of the following consisted of the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, the Israelite family. And it says the father or master, the supreme head of the household, his mother, right? It says if she was living with him after the death of his father, his wives, plural, wives, and concubines, you understand, concubines, plural, and their children, his children by other women, daughters-in-law, and sons-in-law, living on the paternal estate, other free Israelites, friends and relatives, foreigners living under his protection, male and female slaves. And it says, since in primitive times, the family assumed many of the responsibilities of modern government, like protection and life and property, large families were necessary, right? Because hey, at one point, they knew family was all they had. You understand? Brothers had multiple wives, and they was working that thing, making it work. You understand? Now you can barely work with one woman now today. I don't know what sisters we talking about. A man dealing with more than one. It's hard for a brother to deal with one of you knucklehead sisters. So you understand? Because of y'all are mostly like children. You understand? Women are mostly like children, and children just want what they want. They just want their binky and their baba. You understand? If they don't get their way, especially with their man's penis, they go crazy. They throw hissy fits. You understand? They go stick their finger in the socket. You understand? That's what they end up doing. You know, because they like children, man. You understand? It's hard raising a woman. You know, you got to deal with it. You got to know how to deal with the system. You understand? And check this out. It says, marriage was arranged not by the young people involved, but by the man or his father and the family of the bride, for whom a dowry or purchase money was paid to her father. It says, in spite of this commercial aspect of the marriage contract, there is evidence that the love of the young people for each other often had an important part in the preliminaries of the marriage. So what they did was they still, even though the fathers arranged the marriage, because that's who the agreement was with. You understand? It was kept between those men, the man that wanted the woman and her father. You understand? That's where the covenant was at. You understand? Between those two. One second, Warrior. There never was a contract agreement between that man and that woman. Okay. And then it says this. It says the wife was regarded as the property of the husband. He could divorce her, but she could not divorce him. And it says, not only were polygamy and concubinage permitted, but no disgrace was attached to them. You understand? So guess what? Nobody back in the day was looking down on a man because he had more than one woman. Nobody was talking bad to a man because he had more than one woman, because they knew that it was lawful. But they knew that what he was doing was within his God-given right. You understand? It's that man's God-given right to have more than one woman if he chooses. And the more you sisters run your mouth, you're going to run that man into the lap of another woman. You're going to. I guarantee. You're going to wake up one day shocked, going through his phone, screaming and yelling, crying your eyes out, talking about, I can't believe you cheating on me. You understand? But you got to look at what you're doing. You're attaching disgrace to this man simply loving you and somebody else. You understand? He wants you and her and her. You understand? and he don't want to turn around and see y'all get jealous, meeting up at Murder Mobile, trying to kill one another. You understand? All because he's mine. What's that song? What SZA say? For the weekend, he's my man, is your man, and your man, and your man too. You understand? I always keep him satisfied to the weekend. You understand? I'll have him these days, you have him that day. Matter of fact, hey, my Charlotte, go ahead with what you were gonna say, and I'm gonna have you pull another scripture to show you where sisters not only was like SZA today, but they was like SZA back in the day. Go ahead.
Don't forget we got Andre the Voice in here.
Come
I got
on,
you. I'm
sir.
gonna go get your question.
So like a quick question, right? So it's like when the Lord told us to be fruitful and multiply, that was an order, right?
Absolutely.
So if you were a woman and you can't be fruitful with her, you got to get another woman to multiply, right?
Uh-oh.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Some women are barren. Some
That's
women
what I'm
are
saying.
barren.
So they kill the whole thing. If a woman can't produce, you have an order as a man to continue to be fruitful and multiply.
Absolutely.
So
The
that
Bible.
tells you.
Okay.
Like, go ahead.
I was gonna say the Bible says that children are the Lord's inheritance. You understand? He said, "Be fruitful and go half on a baby with a whole bunch of halves." You understand? You gotta go half with just one. You understand? Be fruitful and multiply. You right, Op. You are absolutely correct. Give me Genesis 30 and 14, and then we're gonna get to the brother. I guess go on send out the link, DMG, and go on open it up so we can get up out of here.
It's like I don't know why I keep cutting me off. Hold on.
Okay. Now we're gonna find out in the Bible. We're gonna hear a story where sisters ended up sharing their man on what the brother was saying about a woman being barren. Jacob had ended up having 4 wives. Okay, Rachel, Leah, and they 2 handmaids. Okay, the two sisters was in competition, a full-fledged competition for their husband's affection. You understand? And guess what? Ain't nothing wrong with a little competition. It'll keep you on your toes. You understand? It'll keep you on your toes. Okay. Turn around, and those 2 sisters, one of them was having a baby back to back to back. The other one had none. The other one said, "You know what? I gotta win this competition. I can't lose." Told him, "Here, take my handmaid, go in unto her, and have children for me through her." And he got that handmaid pregnant. You understand? Then the other sister jumped in the game and gave him his handmaid. Gave him her handmaid too. And then he started having children with him. And he ended up having children with all 4 of those women. You understand? And now we finna read about those 2 women meeting up at Murder Mobile. You understand? And we're gonna see the outcome of what happened. We're gonna see what happened.
Hey, Cap, you is killing me talking about Murder Mobile because only people from St. Louis know what you're talking about.
Only people from St. Louis know it goes down at Murder Mobile.
Man.
Brother, I remember going past there one day. You understand? It was about to go down. Some sisters were about to throw down. And all I saw was women in shorts, tennis shoes, and tank tops, and weave and eyelashes, and AKs and ARs and everywhere.
Or they have on them flip-flops and they snatch them off and start hitting people with them.
Hey, I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? All I saw was ARs, 9mm. You understand? Sawed-offs. I said, God damn, it's about to go down. You understand?
The lady getting down like that in St. Louis. God,
hey,
man,
DMG,
listen.
am I lying, brother?
Listen. Hey, he's speaking the truth. It can get live, man.
That's all I know.
Hey, we from the murder capital where they murder for capital.
Yeah, I'm
and for their boyfriend.
That too. They will do that. You understand? So go ahead, Marshall. Let's read this real quick, brother.
Okay, Con. Sir, what scripture was Genesis 1 and 14?
30 and 14.
30 and 14. All right, give me just a second, sir. Yeah, let me get it on my computer. I just got my computer back up.
I know, sir.
30. 1 second. Let me get to 14.
I know, sweat. Come on with it.
All right, the book of Genesis, chapter 30 and verse 14. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me
No,
all the days of my life.
hold on. Genesis 30 and 14.
Genesis
Is
30
that
and 14.
correct?
That's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant, sir.
You sure? Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure I got the right one. 1 second. Let me check that.
All right, come on, sir.
I may have given the brother the wrong script. Hold on 1 second. Now my phone tripping. All right.
Let me hit that link.
Yeah, you sure you at 30 and 14?
I'm con, so I'm at the book of Genesis, chapter 30 and verse 14. And it says, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life.
Okay, stop right there. Just stop. 1 second. Hold on. Yep. No, you obviously in the wrong spot, brother. Check your computer. You got me thinking I'm crazy back here. Check your computer. Make sure that you're at Genesis 30 and 14. I'm gonna go ahead and read it for time's sake.
Come on.
Okay, so it says, this is Genesis 30 and 14. It says, and Reuben went in the days of wheat harvest and found mandrakes in the field and brought them unto his mother. Mandrake is a flower, right? And it says, then Rachel said to Leah, give me, I pray thee, of thy son's mandrakes. Remember, Leah and Rachel were two of Jacob's four wives. These were the actual sisters here. Okay? And in verse 15 it says, and she said unto her, is it a small matter that thou hast taken my husband? Now this is what I said. They met up at Myrtle Mobile right here. She's going in on this sister about her now said, is it a small matter that thou hast taken my husband? And wouldst thou take my son's mandrakes also? So the sister just went in on her. Just told her, damn, you already with my husband. Now you want my son's mandrakes too? You want everything I got? You understand? Now you want the mandrakes. Okay. So then it says, and Rachel said,
Sir, I'm with you, sir. You need me to read, I'll go ahead and read it.
I know, so I'm just finishing up real quick since I'm there already.
Okay.
And
Okay, come on.
and Rachel said, therefore, he shall lie with thee tonight for thy son's mandrakes. They didn't go to Myrtle Mobile and get busy. You know what they did? These two sisters ended up working it out. And it says this, and Jacob came out of the field in the evening, and Leah went out to meet him and said, thou must come in unto me, for surely I have hired thee with my son's mandrakes. And he lay with her that night. See, it didn't go down like it go down at Myrtle Mobile. You understand?
Right.
They didn't fight. They didn't pull each other weave out. They didn't bust each other's head. They didn't pull no pistol on each other. She said, you know what? You already got my man. Now you want the mandrakes? She said, but you know what? I take these mandrakes, but he coming with me tonight. You understand?
And
Those sisters worked it out.
And Cap, this is what people miss. They were literally sisters. Yeah. Same mama, same daddy.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And they worked that out. They didn't bust the windows of his car. They didn't do that to a damn man.
Oh, man.
I'm running this shit. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
And right. All right, come on. We can open it up now. Go ahead, DMG.
Come on. Hey. Reverend Dollar B. Green, my master teacher. Come on in and tell us what your take is on this conversation me and the great Cap 10K have.
Wait, yo, man, I'm just sitting here with a pad and a pen, taking it all in. But I just think that besides the biblical narrative, if we're going to talk about the psyche and the psychology of women, um, it's like in one sense, know that they know that men are predisposed to having more women, but in the other sense, it's like, yo, you bet not have it at the same time. I think that I always tell women this, and I always tell women this that I know that I come across. And I tell them, if you put 100 men in a room and 100 women in a room, those 100 women is at most going to pick 50 of those
That's
men.
fact. Hey,
And what's going to happen is the other 50 of those men are just left out in the cold. And those women, they don't even care about the guys that they just left out. And then it's
starve,
like,
nigga.
right. And then it's like, so, but then that leaves 2 women to 1 man, right? But after they don't pick 50 of the 100 other men, they gonna tell that man, you just better have me. But in the back of the man's mind is like, well, if I choose one, it's not like the other one is gonna go get the guy that y'all didn't choose.
Exactly.
Like you're
Exactly.
telling a man that I chose you, but I want you, even though the rest of us want you. You're not gonna get the other guy no play, but I chose you. What like it's the biggest contradiction. I think number two, when I have these discussions with women, I tell them like, listen, you don't realize how small North America is and Western Europe is to the rest of the world that has still practiced, whether it be prearranged marriages or polygamy. Y'all don't really like what's wrong to you, nature in India. And I'm, as you know, I'm not a fan of India. What's wrong to you in a lot of parts of Africa and China is still like rampant, right? So it's like, which one is it? So are we discussing human nature or cultural edicts amongst the geographical locale? Cultural practices. So there's so many different dynamics that play into that. At the Andre School of Financial Literacy and Polygamy Science, where our slogan is we make wives and change lives one day at a time. I just try to tell them, like, listen, man, like, listen, it's
I gotta
all
drop a
us
bomb
women.
for that great institution.
That's where we do the Lord's work. But nah, the thing is look, that's a conversation. See, like me and DMG know Captain K hides behind that star, that shield in the Hebrew Israelite faith. So he could say that, right? Me and DMG can't go out on the street corner and say that like without using that Bible. Like we can't do it. Cap can do it because it's a part of the doctrine. We can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I told Captain the other day, I said one day I'm gonna infiltrate that cookout and I'm gonna infiltrate the Passover and I'm gonna lead with some of them. I got my Hebrew name already figured out because like you can't do that. You can't tell a modern Western woman who's educated, sophisticated, like, yo, God kind of like wants me to have you, your cousin, your best friend, your hairdresser, your nail technician. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it. You can't do it. But see, Cap can put on his headband, his shield, his boots, his fringes, and be like, yeah, that's what the Lord wants. It's such a thin line between what the average man have to go through with that and what Cap can just say. So that's all I wanted to say in that dynamic.
No, no. Hey, listen, check this out. Before I get to the young scholar Rocky, hey, it's funny because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say this to you, Andre, real quick. I don't know if you ever seen Cap pictures from the Passover. Them some fine sisters in the UPK. Them brothers rip your arms off before they let you leave with one of them. But
Don't y'all, hey Cap, don't y'all say hide your, hold on, hey Captain, don't y'all say hide the liquor, hide your wives, don't y'all say that?
hey, I'm trying. Look, but what's funny is you touched on something when you said 100 men and 100 women and 50 men to be left out because what we know is mentally when men have had the embrace of multiple women, and women know a little something about how that man treats and loves on other women, they become more attractive to those women.
Yes, Father.
Like, look, I can talk about my wife all day and espouse how much I love her, how much she loved me, how long we've been together, how long we've been knowing each other. And in my wife's eyes and in the eyes of other observing women, that makes other women more attracted to me.
Yes.
When a woman start talking about how many men they done ran through, that makes her less attractive to us.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So
Right.
I just want to point that out for all the, again, for the women who say if a man can do it, a woman can, go ahead. But you're gonna end up with a man who basically settled, because don't no man want a woman that been ran through.
Listen, hold on real quick before you go to your brother Rocky. Get your bomb ready. I tell men all the time. I tell women this too. In order for a man to have one woman, he has to have some women. He can't understand one unless he have some. If
Talk
you go
that
out
talk.
with a man, if you go out with a man on a date and he ain't had a few women in his life, he don't know what to do with you. He don't know how to converse. None of that. If you don't have some, you cannot have one. That's just a fact. And the second thing, I shouldn't do this without charging you, but if any woman ask a man like, "Yo, why?" Listen, you gotta reverse the psyche on them. You gotta let them know that you like me because I'm a ladies' man, not because I'm not, right? And if she says she doesn't, you ask her, you tell her just like this: no one eats at an empty restaurant. Always remember that. They want to go where everybody else is eating at, Jack. If Rallo's Porkless Pig Foot Salon is where everybody's at, that's where they want to eat. And that's just the bottom line. They don't want Steve Urkel. They felt like Stefan Urkel is the ultimate competition to get any other woman. If that man is a woman magnet, that is what attracts them to that guy. That's just, yo, it's the unfortunate dynamic. It is the biggest contradiction, but it is the unfortunate
It's fact.
dynamic. No one wants to eat at an empty restaurant. At the end of the day, if they feel like they have total access to you from the beginning, they don't want you. They don't want you.
And don't no woman want a man that don't no other woman want. But don't no man want a woman that every man didn't have.
Damn right.
Fuck her, sir.
Go
Hold
ahead.
on,
Man.
and hold on, real quick.
Oh, oh,
Last thing
oh,
I'll say. Last thing I'll say, Captain, you to be
go ahead,
honest,
brother.
right? I want you to be honest. Do y'all agree? Well, a lot of times with women, is like when you do want them, right? They don't want you. It could be for whatever reason. Then you go get your program together. Then they decide to circle the block, right? And do you agree that when it comes to that, do you believe that women want the right to first refusal? It's like, I don't want you, but I better not see you with another woman, but I don't want you. I agree with that.
That's possible. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I
look,
can see that. I can see that. You know, a lot of times sisters don't know what they want. You understand? They claim they want a good man. They claim to have this type of man built up in their head. You know, most women have this big, gigantic, good man built up in their head. They took a piece of all the men that they done been with and put it into one. You understand? And that's their
cases,
good man.
Captain. In most
You know?
cases, Captain. In most cases, Captain. The line of delineation,
Mm-hmm.
line of allocation or delineation or demarcation, right? Is simply the lifestyle you can provide. And then if you ever go on Facebook or social media, a good man to a woman is 6'4", 6-pack, perfect hairline, dreads, 18-inch penis. He got an island of his own, a frog, a dog, a solid
Yeah.
gold bone. He got a fish tank with a swimming pool and a swimming pool in his fish tank. That's just what it is. It's not
Yeah.
about actual character. It's
Right.
literally it's almost like a subscription. It's almost like you can get
Yeah,
Hulu and Hulu Plus, and then you
yeah.
can add Disney, and then you can add ESPN, right? It's like, look, he gotta be an ex-drug dealer that loves Jesus, that is also a philanthropist that feed the homeless on the weekend, but got 18 baby mothers and drives a Bentley.
Uh-huh.
That's just what it boils down to.
Yeah, yeah, hey, absolutely. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you right on that. Hey, boy, you silly. You understand? But you right though. You understand? And then when you find out and you see the man that you got, it ain't what the subscription say it is. You understand? And they need to stop with that. You
Right.
know,
It's the circle the
just get
block mentality.
yeah, just get with who you love and want, and learn to stick with him, man, and everything will be all right from there. Yep, but absolutely. But look, I'm glad DMG told you before I had to tell you that Commander Junior Hunterboy got a close eye on his daughters. You understand me? And you ain't gonna make up no fake Hebrew name coming to school thinking you gonna take a bunch of them.
Let me
It
tell you
ain't
something,
working like
Captain.
that.
Let me tell you something, Captain. When I leave that Passover, you gonna say to General Hanna, sorry, General, but the devil done won this round, brother. You gonna be like, this nigga came in and infiltrated. It's okay. It's all right, brother. Y'all can take one L.
Yes, sir. It ain't happening.
Hey,
Okay.
let's get to the young scholar Rocky.
Go
What's
ahead.
up,
Hold
Rock?
on one second. Hold on 1 second before you go to Rocky. The brother Mike Shallow wanted to comment real quick.
Oh, go
Real
ahead,
quick.
bro.
One second. Go ahead, Mike Shallow. And then we get to the brother.
Nah, so like if I could, sir. I know I kind of, I kind of went on a couple different topics, but to me, and what I know, like if you want another woman, just go get another woman. Are you scared of your woman to go get another woman?
Mm-hmm.
That don't make sense to me. You got to be a chump for that. So then, if you're not controlling your household and you can't go get another woman, you don't control the household. Really, she's controlling it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all that you can't go get this, you can't go. You can do it. You a man. Go do what the fuck you. Salaki, sir. Salaki. Uh,
Yo,
go do what you.
hey, DMG, I'm telling you, that's that ISUPK talk. Yo,
Hey,
outside of that
hey,
sports
hey,
beef,
hey, hey,
man,
my,
I was
Hey,
like,
my,
yo,
my,
I'm
my,
on.
my man got my man got
I'm on
real
West
for
to
a
the
minute, didn't he?
death. I'm on West to the death for real. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
that's that
You either
ISUPK,
die a
bro.
hero or you live long enough
I
to
will.
see yourself become the villain.
I die for all my niggas in here. I don't know. You don't
That's
know who you dealing with.
masculinity at its finest, brother. You
Yeah.
understand?
Don't be
And
scared
that's
when you
what
talk to a man. Nigga.
Hey, Dre, this all I got for the brother.
Hand clap for that man. Get a Lord a round of applause, man.
Salute.
Damn right, brother. Damn right. Damn right.
hey, look.
What's up with it? What's up with it, Rock?
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, now I just came by to say what's up. You know what I mean? Show some support for the show.
I,
As to this topic, I don't really have no opinion, to be honest with you. I feel like to each his own. You know, I feel like as a man, you want to have more than one. It should be your responsibility to be upfront and say that at the beginning. And, you know, as long as you handle your business, you know, to each his own. But that's all. Just
no,
coming by showing some love, some support.
no,
Damn right.
no
Damn right.
doubt. Hey, Rock, I'm a
Yeah,
inbox
bro.
you. I got a conversation. I think you might be interested in. You familiar with not Ratchet Craig, but the other Craig?
I had not that familiar. I spoke to him recently, but that was like, you know, what I mean, my first conversation with him, so I don't really know, you know.
Okay, he Israelite. So I figure y'all can chop it up on some along them lines. Very, very intelligent brother though. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It'll be dependent on the topic. You know, I ain't just gonna debate. I ain't just gonna debate the man belief system. But if we
yeah,
get a
no, it,
good
it ain't
topic,
gonna it
I'll
ain't gonna, it
talk.
ain't gonna even be a debate. It's just gonna be a conversation. It may be I might just let y'all rock or I might, if y'all think it need to be a moderated convo, we'll do it like that. But I think with the two of y'all could just rock. So we'll see if we come up with something.
Yes, sir.
All right, yeah, but yeah, man, I definitely appreciate you coming through as always.
Damn right. What happened to the sister, DFG?
I don't know. I had sent it to her and told her to come in. Let me see if she in there. She didn't respond. Yeah, she ain't even responded. So, yeah, I guess she ain't coming in. So,
Oh, okay.
if we ain't got nobody else, we can let everybody close out.
Man, my name is Sakatawa. I'm letting you know right now, Sakatawa. Said next
Did this dude just say Sakatawa?
Sakatawa.
What?
Hashem Yawashabaraka Da Sakatawa.
What's Sakatawa? What's Sakatawa mean, Andre?
Listen, that's what it means.
Man of many wives.
Sakatawa. But listen, I'm in there though. Next Passover, I'm in there, man. We're gonna be in there doing the Lord's work, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna get to a Passover one of these years, man. I gotta give my brother Cap a bottle. I'm gonna do that anyway, but I gotta get to a Passover and see my brother Cap in his regalia.
Yo, I'm gonna break discipline and I'm gonna drink that wine and I'm gonna eat that lamb. And I'm leaving about 4
sir. I'm gonna get the one before it's all over.
I mean, before you close it out, DMG. Don't think the Passover is just about drinking, right?
No doubt.
It's a whole lot of brotherhood, man, and a whole lot of sisterhood. You know what I'm saying? And you holding down the kids, and you doing a whole lot of things. It ain't just about drinking. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna eat that lamb. We damn sure gonna eat that lamb. You know what I'm saying? We damn sure gonna do that. But the brotherhood has been shown. You got brothers coming from many states. Like you got brothers coming from California, coming to Florida, from New York to Florida, from this and that. That's brotherhood, man. You don't get that in the black community, man. But you do find it in the ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? You damn sure find that. And I get up at any point in time and go find my brother. Like Captain DeGar. Man, if that nigga called me right now, nigga, I'm getting up and doing whatever you need me to do. Because that's brotherhood. This is what we have in this school. Everybody don't have it. Everybody don't have it. You know what I'm saying? So I land right there.
That's facts. That's facts. Hey, Andre, I'm gonna hit you up about the podcast, man. I still want to get that interview.
No doubt. Yeah. But I've been to y'all cookout in Harlem before. I don't drink or eat lamb, but in order to get some of them beautiful, Sakatawa will be in the building. You better believe that, Jack.
Yeah, all right. Hey, I was hoping that sister Miss Lamb came in. I seen her in the chat. And
He's talking about Monica. He's talking about Monica, Andre.
Oh, that's the one who was trying to get in?
Nah, that was Mika, the sister who you talked to on that Is Sex the Most Important Element show. Monica Lamb is the one I was telling you was part of Dagger Squad.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I ain't see Monica in here tonight.
Yeah, I see she has some jazz. You know what I'm saying?
Got Classic Craig in the building. We got a fellow Israelite in the building, Classic Craig.
Yes, sir. Representing from Dallas, man. What it do, the panel? What's up, man? Yo.
No, brother. Great.
Hey, real quick, Cap. You should have seen Classic Craig actually going at Sabio on your behalf, man. I meant to tell you about that. I forgot.
I think I heard.
Hey, man.
I heard him say it.
Let's not talk about Sabio, man. You know, I just let's not talk about that guy, man.
Yeah. I feel you.
He go. I told him. I was trolling him earlier. I kept TD Jakes in the back chat, and I was watching him have a meltdown, man. Got an issue, man. But
Good.
but anyway, I got this, man. I got a question for Cap, man. And shout out to Andre. He a hater. You know what I'm saying? You know he a Clipper stuff like. But I gotta say this for you. Got a question. You know, so all right. I asked you before about your wives and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And how you manage. You see what I'm saying? But as a man, you get ready to kind of like pretty much have your individual time with each and every last one of your wives. How should a man who is a polygamist make himself available at that point in time? If you get what I'm understand what I'm saying. Cause I gotta say this though, honestly, like it take one hell of a man to do that, have all them women, cause women territorial as hell when it come down to what they feel is theirs, especially they men. But I just want to know, how the hell do you do it, Chief? Because there's very few people I know, especially people that look like us, that are polygamists, that have a successful relationship with it. You see what I'm saying?
Captain K, man. Captain K.
I understand. I understand. Have you seen Animal Planet? Lion is in the jungle, and he got 7 of those lionesses around him, and he turn around and roar, and they all jump up, get in line. Hey, listen, our sisters, you right. They are territorial. You understand? They are lionesses. But guess what? But the man is the king of the motherfucking jungle. You understand? And that's what you gotta be. You understand? And I ain't saying you gotta be mean or cruel to them. You understand? But you gotta turn around and learn how to tame that. You understand? Sisters, they come with that naturally. You understand? To where they just are jealous. You understand? Think about something. Take a man out of the equation altogether. You ever been like at a party or a club and a bunch of sisters are sitting around and one bad ass sister come in, dressed from head to toe, hair done, looking good, smelling good? What do those women that's standing there together say about that sister? What they say? They say,
look at her.
She thinks she cute. You know what I'm saying? Look at her. Yeah, they instantly go in on her. Ain't no man even involved. Women are just jealous of other women, period. That's why we read that scripture earlier, that a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman jealous of another woman. You understand? All sisters, they come like that. You understand? Even the ones that accept it, they still may have a little jealous tendency here and there, might say something off the wall or whatever, but you have to deal with it. You got to correct it. You understand? Right. You got to teach them. You understand? You got to lead them and guide them. That's your responsibility for you to teach those women and keep them in order. You understand? The Bible says that there is nothing much more worth than a woman's mind that's well instructed. And I'm paraphrasing. You understand? So that's the man's job. He got a duty to turn around. And what will a man say? Samuel Jackson, it's my duty to please that booty. You got to do that, and you got to teach them booty.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on, Cap. I gotta do it, Cap. I gotta do it.
I'm running this shit. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
So like I could, Cap, to add on to your point, right? What's the brother name? What's his name? Classic Craig.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been with 2 women at one time? Have you ever had a woman over here and a woman over there?
Yeah, I kind of.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You just do it. That's it.
Hey man, hey Cap. What's this brother name, Cap?
Now there is. That's
how you do it.
That's Officer Maisha.
Maisha.
My Aisha. Hey man, look. Hey Cap, I need you to bring this brother on more often, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be jumping on with you. I'll be jumping on with you, DFG,
Hey,
man.
he be on.
I be
He
sitting
rock
back
with
in
me
that booth.
every.
Yeah, I sit back with Cap all the time. That's where I get this shit from. What you
He
mean?
he, he say you ever had
Yeah.
say you ever dealt with two
Yeah.
women, Craig? Like, yeah. Say that's how you do it.
That's how you do it. Easy. It ain't nothing to it, man. Y'all niggas stop
Then
asking
already.
how can you have two women
Then
when you been doing it your whole damn life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I do got one thing to say though, man. I just know a lot of Negroes, man. When like, I walk in my partner house, man, all the wives fight. You know what I'm saying? And he like, bro, can I spend the night over at your place? You know what I'm saying? So it always amazed me when I seen.
But see, hey, I'm gonna tell you this, Craig, and I ain't even. I only deal with my queen, and baby, I seen you in the chat going crazy. If you're still watching, you already know. It's just me and you. Calm down. I'm simply saying that this ain't nowhere in the Bible, and I believe Cap is correct. I ain't say I wanted to do it. I just said it ain't against the Bible, and that if more brothers knew that it wasn't against the Bible and it wasn't nothing wrong with it, we'll have less confusion in our community, because the big issue is people telling brothers and sisters that is wrong. And it ain't wrong, it's just a preference. So that's all. So when I come up there, don't be telling me I can't suck your toes, because I agree with Cap. Don't be doing that. I'm putting that honey on there. So let's get that straight. But real quick, Craig, if your brother got multiple wives in his crib and he asking to spend the night over your house, he the problem, not the wives. Because if I got multiple women at my crib and they all my woman, I'm not spending the night at none of y'all crib. I'm saying.
Right. He don't know what he doing. You know what I'm saying? And most certainly you shouldn't be leading women there to fight and you go somewhere else.
Yeah, that don't even sound right.
Makes sense. I don't want my women fighting at all. You understand? And they don't have to live in the same house. You
I was just about to say they shouldn't be living together.
You understand? Mine got their own cribs. You understand? They do not live together. You understand? None of that. So
hey man, let me tell you something, man. Cap might punch me through the screen, but I done seen several times, like on social media. I ain't gonna say which one. Cap be like, "Here you go, baby, delivering dinner," and then next thing you know, hour or two later, here you go, baby, delivering dinner, or flowers and a card. Couple hours later, here you go back. I'm like, man, Cap 10K is the motherfucking man. And then I'm done.
I do got
real quick, and I'm talking to Cap. I ain't talking to nobody else. Hold on, wait, give me a second. Oh, yes, you Cap.
I definitely agree with my brother.
So like I said.
So I do gotta say this though right here. Captain 10K, man. It would be an honor if Craig and Craig Law Firm could do an interview with you, Chief. Me and my retarded atheist brother, Ratchet Craig, who's going to hell. You know what I'm saying? We gotta save him because he need help. You know what I'm saying? He always wanted to join IS. He all guys, suit up and stuff like that. He said you guys were on code, and stuff like that. He like how y'all rank go and stuff like that. He gonna lie when he come up here. He gonna lie. He probably gonna cuss me out, but that's all right though. You know what I'm saying? But I would love if I could get an interview with you, man. So I could talk and rap stuff like that, man. Because we gotta talk about, like, Ratchet and me really gotta talk about the man who can take on 1,000 men. You know what I'm saying? We gotta talk about that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta talk about the tenacity and the ferocity, which is Cap 10K. If you allow Craig and Craig Law Firm to do that, Chief.
You seen Cap hit the purple PD and they start rolling like bowling balls, and it was only one of them, and you was like, I gotta interview that brother.
And it's like, I'm gonna tell you this, man. It was, because I got a friend who used to be in ICIU, right? You know,
the purple PD. That's what we call him on here.
purple PD. That was like I showed him the video. He said, "Yeah, man, that was."
You mean the faggot?
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I had to tell JJ. Shout out to JJ. Wait, I'll take my shout out back. Now I'm taking back.
No, ain't no to JJ. Come on and apologize for calling Ratchet Craig a bitch ass nigga. He not getting no respect over here.
Oh yeah, so that's why I took it back. But that's why I was telling Jay. I said, "Yo, man, you can't fuck with Cap, man, because you would have ran away and did some crazy shit. I don't know what JJ would have did, but it wouldn't what Cap would have did. Cap, he stood his motherfucking ground. So that's why I had to say, yo."
And was cursing. It's 8 of them on him, and y'all some bitch ass. Like it's 12 of them motherfuckers on him, and he still bitch ass. Like, hey, listen, man.
Let me tell you something about this situation. Let me tell you something about that situation, right? If you got 20, 30 niggas on 4 niggas, and you call the police, you are not the winner. You kind of sound like the loser to me.
Man,
the loser.
That was
because you were scared to let my brothers up. And if you let my brothers up, y'all know it was game time. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that's not even the promo or whatever they pushing. That's not nothing. That's nothing. You know what I'm saying? If y'all would have let my 4 brothers up on y'all 30 niggas, man, we would have went to war with everybody. I'm telling you, I know it for sure. I know it.
And that's why I gotta say, brother, nobody can call Cap a coward in front of me. They will get.
Hey, you notice when I did that show where I asked JJ do his record stand up to Cap, JJ got to talk about some social media shit.
Yeah,
I'm like, my nigga, we talking about a man that feed and defend black people, and you talking about some social media shit?
Yeah.
All right, I got you.
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all this right here, right now, right? Captain DeGaulle inspires me so much. He has one of the biggest food drives that he do. So I'm in Atlanta right now. You know what I'm saying? And he inspires me to do a bigger food drive. He has one of the biggest ones. Y'all don't know the work this man do. This nigga is this brother is amazing.
You can say nigga on here, my dude.
Okay, all right, yeah. I know. I just gotta. Sometimes I just gotta be respectful to my cap and all that. So I don't want to, say nothing crazy. But Nick Cap has one of the biggest food drives I've ever seen. Salaki, sir, go ahead.
I said, you too wild, brother. I'm your nigga. You ain't saying nothing wrong. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, you my nigga. Okay, my nigga, then let's get down there. Yeah, we gonna get down there. But nah, Cap got one of the biggest food drives I've ever seen. This nigga inspires me to continue to go out and feed our people and do what we supposed to do, man. A lot of people not doing that. A lot of people sitting back, like, what are you doing? Okay, y'all can get on here and y'all can talk all this, we this, we that. But what are you doing for our people? You're not doing nothing. But I see it every day. It's planned out every day. Some of these people not doing nothing, man. But y'all can get on here and talk. Y'all can criticize the ISUPK. Y'all can do whatever, man. We don't give a damn about that. We continue to do the work, though. What are y'all works, though? I'm still trying to see it because I ain't seen it.
There go Dr. Monica Lamb in the building.
I ain't seen y'all niggas work, man.
Hey, she said she feeds 6,000 a year. We fed over 140.
Where? Anybody can say numbers. Anybody can say numbers. But if you look on our social media and all that, you see what we doing. I don't care what nobody say. Anybody can say anything out their damn mouth.
Hey, Andre can vouch for this, and so can I. Dr. Monica Lamb don't do hyperbole. So if she say 6,000, it's 6,000.
Where is she feeding 6,000 people at?
6,000.
Hit the link, sis.
That's a year. So
yeah, I want to know. I want to know what she's feeding 6,000 people because she needs to show me how I can feed 6,000 people.
We
Oh, she
could.
will. She will. Hey, let me tell you.
Hold
Hey,
on.
this real talk. I had a brother. He called himself the Hood Scholar, but he a legit PhD, and he was trying to figure out how he can move forward because you know how these racist institutions is. They fired the brother uh, unjustly, and I'm telling Andre about it. Andre was like, "I got somebody I can link you up with." We linked him up with. At the time, she was still Miss Monica Lamb, but now she Dr. Monica Lamb, and she steered him in the right direction. But peace to you, sis, Dr. Monica.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Show me how you feeding 6,000 people because I definitely want to know. I definitely want to know.
Hey, peace, power, and profit to everybody on the panel. Thanks for the big ups, DMG. It's easy.
Always.
The same way you're feeding, we're feeding. I see you ask where I'm from. I'm in Columbia, South Carolina, in Lexington. So, if you look at my social media, you'll see the same thing. We have connections with the food banks here. One of the operations in the rural area, which is in Hopkins, South Carolina, is called Operation Save, and we have families pick up meals anywhere from meats to fish to dry canned goods to drinks to pasta, you name it. Every Friday they drive through and pick up food, and then and that number is not even included in the 6,000. The 6,000 we do every Veterans Weekend. We pick up food from a distribution center here in Columbia, and we bring on the four corners of South Carolina. So the PD, the upstate, the low country, and I don't know what they call the Buford area.
Now
But anyways,
I'm just asking, like, what was your basis? Like, how did you start off? Because you don't just start off feeding 6,000 people. You know what I'm saying?
well,
How did you build up to doing it?
you say how do I
Because
start off? Well, I'm in
no, yeah, how
organizations.
did you?
I- I'm
Like
in.
this, sis.
I'm in. Okay, so one of the reasons I have a doctorate, I got a doctorate in humanitarianism. So I'm the treasurer of the Disabled American Veterans Organization here in Columbia, and I'm the commander of one of the chapters here, which holds over 1,000 people. And in our state, I think we have over 19,000 members. That's one set. I'm also um, a program director for a mentoring group called Juveniles Upholding Morals and Principles of Society, where we mentor in the rural area. In particularly, we have a partnership with the South Carolina Youth Challenge, um, where we go out and
My
mentor,
bad,
and
sis.
I teach investment classes with the kids. Then I am over a organization called Tri-City Visionaries, where we do housing repairs for seniors in the rural area, where I get anywhere from 150 to 300,000 every year to do repairs for the seniors. So that's another audience that we have. I'm also affiliated with a program called um, School to Hope feeding program, where we feed after school, and we also feed during the summer. And this year we take it on a project where we will be feeding homeless kids. So I'm affiliated because I'm a community organizer, and we that's all we do. is
Like I told you, sis, now that's good work you're doing. But you said you in South Carolina, right?
Did you say but? I want to hear what's coming after that but.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying no. But it's not
Oh,
nothing too crazy about it. But I'm saying you in South Carolina though, right?
I am.
Okay. So what? And this is the thing we need to do as Black people, right? Is I need those resources. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? So
that's
if you
simple.
can help me, yeah, if you can help me
I
get
drop
those
a link.
resources.
I'll drop a link. I did a show no, not last year. I think it was 2021. I did a show on feeding. I did, okay, so let me backtrack a little bit. The USDA has a program, has a feeding program that they house either at the social services in your state or Department of Education in your state. One is in after school feeding, and the other is in summer feeding. Both of those programs, um, you could be a 501c3 or you could be a private organization. It's an application process, is the same everywhere. And the only thing you have to make sure is that you've been in business at least 1 year and that um you have money in the account and you've had your business account at least 6 months. So what I did was, and I think in 2001, I started in, I think, August, and I taught how to complete that application. It's all on Garfield's channel. How to complete the application.
Hey,
Eh,
sis, I
yes.
don't want you to go too deep. Just back channel me, and we'll just chop it up, and we'll go from there. You
Oh,
know what
you
I'm saying?
about to
If
be
you,
fired. You can't ask me how I do it and then stop me.
nah, but I don't
Let
want
her,
to. I don't want
let,
like
let, her,
like
let,
that.
her,
Like,
let her finish, bro, because
yeah.
this actually some important information, and she do teach every Wednesday over on Garfield channel. If you're familiar with Garfield Reed, but go
Nah, I'm
ahead and
not.
finish this.
But yeah, I would still want to back channel me. But yeah, go ahead, sis. You can
Yeah,
go.
no, yeah, we gonna I'm gonna link. I'm gonna make sure we link you up with her, either directly or through Cap.
Right. Um, so yeah, let me see if I can make it start. Okay, yeah. So those two programs, once you complete the app, you've been in business a year, you've the application program, then you're allowed to be what they call a sponsor. And what you do is if you are near schools that have at least 51% free and reduced lunch participants, then you could feed in those areas. So that's one way you could get into feeding. The other way is you could be there's a program called Network for Food, I think it is. I think I may have it right. And you could partner with any food bank and become a distributor for food in your area. And so what they do is they will drop off food if you have somewhere to house it, depending on whether it's dry food or perishable food or frozen food. If you have somewhere to put it, they'll pick a location to come and drop it off, and then you have to distribute it in your community. And then also, if you connect with Walmart's community impact, I think it is. If you connect in Walmart
Walmart.
and you
If I could, sis, Walmart
yeah,
got a situation called like front door, so you
correct.
can go. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So
Correct. But there's a part on there. There's a part on front when you go through front door, there's a part on there and it will ask you if you want to distribute items. So you could be a place where community people could come to you and get free items. And also Amazon, the same thing. They would ship pallets of things that people either ship back or didn't or just overflow of items that they may have. So I guess I say that to say this is what I started doing. The reason I got involved with Garfield and urban economic empowerment because I knew we were doing a lot of things in our community that people could duplicate in their community because federal programs are the same everywhere. The books are the same, regulations are the same, and everything. And so that's what I used to go step by step on how to actually do that. So that's why when you ask how many, how can you do that? And then once you get someone who's actually involved, then what you do is, you want to kind of be a protege to that organization. And so that's one of the things that we're going to be starting to do in the upcoming years is those individuals who are interested in getting those programs off the ground. Once you get those 501c3s in place and you're there for you get those business accounts and you know how to make money for you and then also learn how to also start to become your own lender, then hey man, the sky is the limit. The money is there. A lot of people say that the government, when they get grants, the government tell you what to do. And actually, government don't tell you what to do. You put your program together and you tell them what you're gonna do, and they just hold you to your own standard.
Hey,
I got you. Sis.
I gotta drop a bomb for my sister, Dr. Monica Land. You know, she ain't changed it on her screen yet, but hey sis, I gotta ask you the question of the day. How do you feel about sharing your man?
I'm not sharing. I'm not sharing.
Oh, sis,
Don't beat me up. Don't beat me up. I'm not sharing. Hey,
why not?
listen.
If he can evenly distribute the loving, why wouldn't you share? Why
Oh
you
no.
gonna let another
Listen.
sister suffer from not
Oh,
getting good loving when you can share yours?
oh. Listen, it's something about having a comeback. Listen, and I know what y'all gonna say. Well, you probably shared them anyway. Well, what I don't know won't hurt. Cause boy,
Oh man.
it is something about. Look, check it out, right? Let's say we all in the same house. We all in the same house, right? He come and lay with me for an hour or two. Then he go lay with her, and then he go lay with her and her and her, and then he come back
But
around.
what if she got her own house though, sis? What if she got her own house?
We in separate houses.
I got a quick question, DMG. I got a quick question.
Go ahead, bro. The brother got a
Oh,
question.
they
I
about to
got a
get me.
quick question. You know what I'm saying? I definitely don't want to disrespect
He's
nobody,
doing it.
right? So if you was with a man and you couldn't have no more kids and he wanted more kids, would you let him go out and have more kids?
Uh-oh.
No,
That's a good
no,
question. That's
no.
a
We
good
don't.
question.
So,
Hey
so,
Cap, I like this brother. I almost like this brother as much as Officer Cut him up. This
so,
brother asked some good questions.
Oh yeah, that's
so,
my brother.
so
Hey man,
initially,
hey man, I'm gonna tell you, I
initially,
learned from the best. I learned from the best. For real.
so So initially, I had already had that conversation in the beginning, and so one of two things would have probably happened. He had a change of heart along the way, and we had already decided, there's gonna be some things that I could tolerate compromise, and I'm probably just not gonna be able to deal with. So if
Well,
we
what
had,
would you do? What
if
would
I
you
wouldn't
do?
do it, I wouldn't do it.
Hold on, sis. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? What would you do if he went out and had another woman and had a baby? What would you do? Would you leave him?
no, it depends on I wouldn't leave him because I don't have an issue with babies. But if he
So
decides that
okay, wait,
he
hold on,
wanna,
wait.
he,
You don't, so you don't have
if
a you don't have
uh,
a issue with polygamy then, right?
oh no, I'm not doing no second wife. I can't do
But
this. I don't even
if
like
a
being
man was
around
with
her.
you, hold on, wait, hold
Oh,
on,
Hold on,
hold on.
walk with the brother though, sis.
I'm walking.
Just
I'm
walk with him.
walking. I'm walking.
If a man was with you, right? Y'all been together for however many years or whatever, and he went out and had a baby by another woman, you would stay with him or would you leave him?
It depends. If he decide he want to go and be with that woman, then we would split ways. But if he had
He
to
was
take care of the
already laid
kid,
down with it though. You know what
what?
I'm saying? Like,
I'm not.
y'all both.
I ain't gonna
Okay,
crucify
yeah, okay.
him because I ain't gonna crucify him because he went and laid down with the
So
lady.
you
Now, if
would
he
stay
start
with
to
a
treat me,
man.
well,
So you
wait.
would stay with a man that had two
If
women.
Whoa, wait, hold on one
if
second.
he
Hold on one
if he
second, Maisha.
began to treat,
Hold on. You said you're not gonna. Hold on one second. 'Cause I'm trying to understand what you said. You said you're not gonna crucify him because he laid down with her. Did I hear you correctly?
yeah, that's what I said.
But you
No,
gonna crucify him if he decide on being with her?
oh no, we gonna just
Huh?
part ways. Nope, I
You
said we
just,
just gonna part ways.
that,
It's
that's,
okay if
that's
he
what I'm
wants to
saying.
go.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
he can't have his
Hold
goat now.
on, hold
It's one
on,
thing to take care of
hold on,
kids.
one second.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
One
I'm
second.
sorry.
If I can say this real quick. If I can say this real quick, that's the problem. Sisters don't want their man to be responsible with another woman. They don't mind you going to go get you something. You just said that yourself. You can go and sleep with somebody and have a baby by just as long as you ain't trying to be with. What sense does that make?
That's not what I said though.
How much sense does that really make?
Well, it
Huh?
makes sense. It makes
Why
sense to
why
me.
wouldn't you want your man to be responsible?
Oh,
Why wouldn't you want your man to be responsible the same way he taking care of you? he gonna take care of that woman and that baby as well. Why would you allow him to be negligent? Why would you be okay with him turning around and saying, "Oh, you just had sex with her, just got her pregnant. That's cool, but you trying to be with her? Oh no, we finna part ways now." That don't make no sense.
But listen,
I don't even think that really makes sense to you.
Oh, it makes
Let
perfect.
her respond, Cap. Let her respond.
Oh, it makes perfect sense to me. We take it. And first of all, first we gonna be taking care of each other. So here's what I see, and your situation may be different. Is that it's not gonna be just him taking care of her. I may end up having to be taking care of her too, because she may not be. He may have to take resources out of our household to go and take care of her. There's a difference in taking care of the kid than taking care of her. If he wants to go and take care of her, that's fine. We just part ways. I don't have a problem with you going to find somebody else.
Monica, let me ask you like this then. What's the difference between, because you say if he went out and had a baby,
yeah,
you can get past that. But if he wanted to be with her, then y'all got to part ways. What's the difference between him going over with her and making a baby? Because if they made a baby, he been tapping it for a minute. Because the odds are you ain't making a baby on the first rip. Like that may happen, but you're gonna be trying for a second. But
right.
but let's just say, so let's say he make that baby. What's the difference between him making that baby, coming to you and saying, "Hey, I messed with this chick, I got her pregnant, I'm gonna handle my business as a father, but I don't want to be with her," versus, "Hey, I got a baby with this chick, I'm gonna handle my business as a father, and she gonna be my woman," because he already hit it, and if you're willing to accept him hitting it and having a baby, why wouldn't you accept him having her as a second chick?
Well, see, because I probably didn't know he. There's some feedback. I probably didn't know he hit it, and so for me, it's psychological, and I just feel like me knowing that that's going on psychologically, that would just mess with me, and I just couldn't do it. But if it's something I didn't know and it actually happened, then I have to take the scenario and cross the bridge as it goes. But me knowing, oh man.
So technically, you would be more comfortable when he was lying to you versus when he came to you and started telling the truth.
What I don't know won't hurt.
Absolutely,
I can't do it. Psychologically, it gets with me. Oh God.
Hey, real talk. Hey, brothers, I don't want to badger my sister, so I'm gonna let somebody ask her one more question, and we're gonna have to let her turn out.
You gonna let me live? You gonna let me live?
I'm gonna answer a question because this is the thing. Say you was in a polygamous relationship and you were the one. Hold on, sir. Say you the one that had the lesser, and your man and a woman were able to take care of you. Would you stay in that situation or would you leave it?
Damn, this brother be asking some good questions.
I'm not gonna be the lesser. Sorry.
But I'm saying, it could happen though. Everybody lose a job. Everybody lose something. If you had two people that could afford to take care of you, would you leave them or stay?
To be more specific, sis, what if you hit a situation where the stocks you invested in fell
everything went.
Bitcoin, your money situation took a bad turn, and your man come to you and say, "Look, I got a solution. I got this sister over here. We've been rapping. She want to be a part of our family. She willing to hold us down, but we got to integrate her into our thing as a sister wife." Would you be comfortable with that?
No, mentally I can't do it. I can't do it. Listen, y'all giving me anxiety talking about it. I'm thinking in my head. My head is pounding right now. Like, oh hell no! I gotta say, You know what? I ain't that girl. I ain't that girl. I stay
So it
single.
ain't for you.
It ain't for me. I can't.
Hey,
I
look,
listen. I feel nauseous right now thinking about. I gotta go
it,
lay down
it,
with
it
this
ain't
girl.
it ain't for my queen either. I know I'm gonna have a hard time putting my lips on them toes tonight because I'm having this conversation. So,
Oh man,
I get it. I get it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to do some kissing up. Look. I just said. Look what my queen say. Hell no.
Hey,
So
high five, sis. High five.
y'all on the same page. But hey,
Psychologically, you know, you know
Hey,
what? I do know.
she
I
is
do know
strong.
some. I do know some. I do know some
Hey,
sisters who. I do know some sisters who don't mind and actually do it, and but in the same system, same sisters are on antidepressants. And I said, I tried to tell you that was gonna mess with you mentally, but you don't want to, but you don't want to admit it. I mean, everything else.
and trust me, we not saying like it's not something that we saying all men should, because I don't think every man built for it. Like, so it ain't something that we saying, hey, every man need to go do this. All I'm simply saying is it's not nothing in the Bible that says you can't do it. That's all I'm saying. So
Hey,
so
all I'm
so
saying, hey, look, all of them in the
I'm
Bible,
not saying. I
all
want
in
to
the
be
Bible
clear.
who did it had problems.
I want to be clear that DMG is not saying that every man, specifically that DMG is looking to do this. I'm simply saying that it ain't nothing in the Bible that say you can't.
But DMG, all of them men had problems.
Can
I'm
you hold
sorry.
on, sis? Real quick. No, you
Oh,
good.
hey, real quick, bro. What was that last part you said, Monique?
I said all the men who had all the women had problems.
Ah,
Hold on.
okay. I've heard that before. Go ahead, bro.
All right. The Lord told you be fruitful and multiply. What are you supposed to do?
He didn't tell me I had to go.
I ain't
He didn't
talking,
tell
no,
me I
sis.
had
I
to
ain't
be.
talking to you. I'm not talking to you, sis. Hold
Oh,
on.
I'm
Just leave it
sorry.
alone. Yeah, no, just be
You,
cool.
you want me to answer that, bro?
Like you dealing with a masculine man. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? You dealing with somebody gonna tell you to shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? So
oh,
DMG, if the Lord, and I don't know if you believe in the Bible or nothing like that, but if the Lord tell you to be fruitful and multiply, are you stop? Are you supposed to stop having sex to not be fruitful and multiply?
Hey, listen. I ain't about to stop having sex until my
Yeah,
heart.
but if your woman cannot be fruitful, what are you gonna do?
We have been fruitful.
No, but
We
I'm saying when like if she stops, right? If she stops being fruitful, maybe she can't have kids no more. Maybe she can't. Um, she might have run. She might have run her run. You know what I'm saying? And when she
okay.
run her run, what are you still supposed to do?
Listen. Let me be clear. I'm not trying to put no kids in nobody else anyway. So
That's why y'all
that,
not EPK, man.
yeah. No, understand. Let me be clear. The last child I made was made with her. I ain't having no more. That's it for the kid.
Why
I
you
got
don't?
grandkids, and my
Why you don't want
grandkids
to?
don't have kids. We
Okay,
good money in terms of the being fruitful and multiplying.
DMG,
We
you can run your
straight.
whole spiel. You can run your whole spiel. Why you don't want to have no more kids though?
Why I don't want? Man, I'm
wait.
46 years old. I'm
Let
46 years old. I ain't trying to have
But
no
me
more. I
too.
ain't trying to raise no more baby.
Hey,
me ask
niggas
you
in
a
the
question.
Bible
Hey
had
man,
babies. Hold on, sis. Hold on, sis.
hey, check this out. Check this out. My partners like my age and older. My one dude, I think Jerry like 49, and he got like a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old. That shit give me anxiety watching them kids. My youngest is 16. That
Yeah.
straight give me. I be thinking I'm gonna have a panic attack watching them little kids run around. I ain't trying to. Hey, I'm done with that, bro. That's for the young men like Captain K.
Can I?
Hey, look, I want to give as much
I got
credit as
grandchildren. Did you hear me say I got grandchildren?
yeah,
I'm done with that.
Let me ask you.
yeah.
Let me ask you a question now.
But who
Does
you ask? You like DMG or me?
It doesn't matter anybody.
Cap, if I may, if you don't mind me to get down, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on. All right, one second, Michelle, I got you. 1 second. Go ahead, ask your question, sis.
Oh, I was gonna ask, does being fruitful and multiply being the single man, or when I say single, I don't mean like single, I mean like the individual, or is that you having kids and your kids having kids and your kids having kids and so on, or I mean, or is just one, or just the man is just supposed to go out and just having a whole bunch of kids, or is it just you just making sure that you have generations after generations after generations?
Good question. Good question.
Yeah, don't say it like just go out
Could it
and
be
have a bunch
both?
of.
Could it be both?
Don't say it like that. Like a man being irresponsible, just out smashing chicks and just having a bunch of kids. You understand?
I don't think she meant it like that.
Was,
I don't think she meant it like that.
No. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. Even if she was, you know what I'm saying. Don't even say it like that, because what the Lord was saying was, yes, now you men and you women, y'all together, have sex and have babies and continue that cycle. You understand? So of course the children are gonna follow the same thing. The father is responsible for finding, if he has a son, get him a wife. If he has a daughter, get her a husband. You understand? To keep that thing going. Most men want children. Most women want children. I got 10. I want 10 more. You understand? And guess what? I want 20 children. That's where I see it. Then my 20 had 20, and then they 20 had 20. Before you know it was right here in the city of St. Louis. You understand? I got the tribe of Captain DeGaulle right here in the city of St. Louis.
The tribe of 10K.
Yeah, will be multiplied.
Well, you say
tribe of 10K. It's gonna be 10K of us. You understand? That's what I'm trying to say. 10K.
Hey, I'm gonna be my nieces and nephews. I'm gonna be right with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, damn right. That's for all of us. You understand? That's for all of us to turn around and, you understand, find someone that you love and serious with, and have children. And it's a personal preference as well. I mean, it's not a must that you have children. You understand? You can hold off. You can wait. You wait till a certain time. You can not have children at all. It's no sin in that. So, it's like a personal preference. But, you know what I'm saying, as far as the majority, you want to be with somebody, right? So you might as well go ahead and make the best of it and start having some little somebodies. And then when they become big somebodies, they can do the same thing. You understand?
It look like Cap.
Hold on, wait,
Listen,
sis.
Cap,
Hold on, wait, sis. If I could get in real quick. No, hold on, if I could get in real quick, Cap. Just to piggyback on. Okay, all right.
Hold on, real quick, bro. Hold on, real quick.
Go ahead, sis. Finish up. I think you can ask a question.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. It seems like the men who are more interested, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like the men who are more interested in polygyny are those who aren't able and aren't responsible enough to sustain multiple families. And it appears that they are gravitating. Oh, go ahead.
Hey, Cap, let me answer, Cap. Hold up. Hey, Dr. Monica, you know why? Cap don't like this. Because they not in the ISUPK.
I heard, Cap, I heard that. Oh, you want me to tell you what I heard?
Go ahead.
I heard that that the women are the ones taking care of the ISUPK men. They're coming with the bread and sustaining the household, while you all out there, doing the ministry work. That's maybe.
Cap. Hey, Cap, you got to tell my sister. You got to tell my sister about them 50 LLCs you got, bro.
Can I jump in on this
Hey,
one real quick?
hold on,
Hey,
Mike.
hey, hey, sis. Cap literally got 50 jobs.
Who did you hear that from, sis? Because you know, I think a lot of people make up stuff in their head. So who did you hear that from?
Well, can't quite remember who said it, but I remember having a conversation. Um, Probably, I don't know, early. It could be early 2000s, or what? I mean, not 2000s, but maybe early to 2020s, maybe late teens, and this
When
conversation
JJ
always
was.
come up. No. It wasn't on the internet. It was in
Oh,
person. It was in person. This conversation just don't come up on YouTube. It comes up in everyday life and whatnot. And they were saying how, some of those men were getting women who were successful, and the women could hold it down. So business wise, they can help with the finances in the house, and that's why the guys were able to get out and do their ministry work so much, because the women were bringing in the bread. It's kind of similar to how, or if it wasn't as far as job was concerned, it was more so where the women, if they weren't working, they were able to bring in the government assistance to sustain the home, uh while the guys get out and do their thing.
what was they specifically talking about ISUPK, or was they just talking about
They were talking about polygamy relationships, polygamy marriages, period. But
uh
ISUPK was a group that came up, one of the groups that came up. Yeah.
gotcha.
So like I said, basically y'all just made up something in y'all head. So you ain't really heard that saying that the ISUPK make their women work and we do nothing.
Well, no,
You
I heard it,
understand?
but I ain't gonna say that on YouTube. I ain't trying to get beat up. I was just
Nah,
saying.
You ain't gonna beat up
I
I
was just
ain't gonna let
saying.
nobody beat you up, sis.
I, I was just sharing. I was just asking.
I ain't gonna let nobody beat you up, sis. That Dagger Squad's still up.
Woo woo.
Here's the thing, man. First off, when you go in Proverbs 31, right, and it speaks of that virtuous woman. You know what a virtuous woman is? It ain't like what the Christian women in the church think is that it's just a good looking woman. You understand? A virtuous woman is a woman that has skills, right? And in Proverbs 31 and 11, it says that the heart of her husband does safely trust in her, so that he have no need of spoil. And you know what spoil is in that context? It's money by evil means or gains, right? To where you done sold some dope to get this money, or you done robbed somebody to get this money. You done did something illegal or something harmful to somebody to get some money. But you know what this virtuous woman does? Guess what? Her man, he ain't got to worry about no paper because she's coming with something. When you read that story, you know what I'm saying, and you turn around and see and hear what that woman does. She has a business. She has all kinds of things. You understand? She sells items. This woman ain't sitting around. Hold on one second. This woman ain't just sitting around twiddling her thumbs, talking about a man got to take care of me, and she does nothing. You understand? Our sisters are the only women on the planet that has been, I'll say, tricked with that voodoo and that nonsense that a man is supposed to work and do everything for the woman, and she has to do nothing but look good. You understand? Nowadays, women are lacking on all of their duties. They don't want to have sex. They don't want to have kids. They don't want to clean up. They don't want to cook. They don't want to do nothing. But then they want the man to turn around and do everything for her. You understand? They claim that they want a traditional man, but they're not even traditional women. So traditional women wasn't women that just stayed at home and did nothing. Sisters turned around, and guess what? They brought that just like the example that I gave earlier with the lion and the lionesses. Do you know who does the hunting and who gets to kill? The lionesses does. And the lion sits there and watches him to make sure that nobody bothers the lionesses. You understand? And nobody harms them. But they go out and what they like to say, bring home the bacon. or it better be turkey bacon in this case. You understand? But that's what it is. And women, guess what? There's nothing wrong with them contributing to their household. It's nothing wrong with that. You understand? However, a man sets up his house, if his woman, it's a sister that was in our school, she just passed away. This sister made $96,000 a year. She said out of her own mouth. You understand? She said, I'll be damned if I let my husband work. This was her choice. You understand? She said he already has enough on him doing the work of the Lord. She said he ain't finna go to work at no man's job. That's what she said. So if that's what she wants to do for her husband, just by all means do it. You understand? And more women should think that way. We could turn around and build more together. You understand? By putting the things that we have together and making it grow. Not just turning around and saying, well, a man's supposed to do this, and you got the women working and he's sitting at home chilling, like what you said in the last chat, to where men just sit around and do nothing. You understand? I actually inspired my reels to turn around because I've been owning business. I've been owning businesses since 2006. You understand? And turn around and now some of them got their own businesses. They got good jobs. They in school. They doing all kinds of things. And we're gonna build these things together. Not just take exactly what I got or just what she got. We're gonna turn around and make some shit grow. And that's how you do that. And sisters need to change their mindset. You understand? Stop being so selfish with their own man to where you want to turn around and not give to him so that y'all grow. That's
a very broad and
Hey, real quick. Let me, when Cap get on the roll, I gotta hit this.
Of running this shit. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
Yeah,
Hey, now,
but if I could,
this is a special occasion. So never before have this happened. So this must be a hell of a topic for my queen to grace the stage of Paradigm Shift TV. So to honor this occasion, let me hit this right quick.
Cap, if I could, I'm a rock and
Hold
roll.
on, brother. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
A queen who'll do whatever His Highness desire.
Now, if I could, DMG, I don't want.
But it player, Rico Suave, you understand? The player from the hip. Get a DMG.
I had to hit that
Okay,
for
DMG.
my queen entering Paradigm Shift TV for the first time. So I just need y'all to bear with me on that because it's never happened before and it may never happen again. So real quick,
Hold on.
DMG, I don't want to go my point so that's why I'm trying to jump in
Have
real
that
quick.
thing on there, bro.
What's that?
How long did you have that thing on there?
Hey man, I've been having that in the waiting for whenever she decided to hit that link.
I know it.
Look, hey man, I'm like Batman. I got prep time. So
Damn.
my queen, have your say.
So I heard what Cap said about women, and it seems like a one-sided argument here in terms of women aren't what they should be doing, how they shouldn't treat their men, and for me, I'm a woman that makes a significant salary. I support my husband. I go to work. I believe in some of the traditional things that women do. My husband has never fixed his own plate. I serve him. I cater to him. And I'm also an A-type personality woman where I go out, I get my money, I take care of home, I take care of my children. But there's also an expectation that is placed on him as the man to step in and to also do his part, which is to provide and protect for us. And when he does that, there's a mutual respect and a mutual admiration that we have for another, that we honor each other. I get tired of hearing the conversation that women aren't this and women aren't that and they aren't pleasing their man when there are women out here every day that are doing that. They are pleasing their man
They are honoring their men. They are respecting their men. But then we have men that want to reduce us to just one act of what we can do for them sexually. That's not acceptable at all. If it takes a lot for a man to figure out how to please one woman, how to just do things in one woman constantly, how to be
Cap,
faithful to one woman constantly. And the man
Cap,
that
can
achieve that and the man
hold on.
who can do that is the man that gets the utmost respect out of a
This
real.
kind of being repetitive. Cap,
Go ahead, sis.
no, Cap. I was saying, can I go, Cap?
Nah, bro, hold on. Go ahead, finish.
I'm finished. Are you getting feedback?
Nah, go ahead. It's on you.
Could you hear me?
It's a little
Yeah,
spotty.
go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so that to me, that's what the conversation should be. It should be around mutual respect, mutual love, honoring one another, and not just what one person can do for the other. Because it seems like it's very selfish, and marriage is anything. Being in a union is anything but that. It's always giving. It's always ministering one to another, and that's what we should be communicating one to another as men and women, as Black people that are trying to progress and trying to build. Is how we minister one to another.
I got the fireworks for you, sis.
All right. I think that's
Well,
I
look,
think that's crazy. Hold up. Oh, slow.
hold up.
Well,
Cap, you want to go or you want the brother to go? You want the brother to respond or you want to respond, Cap?
Yeah, hold on 1 second, my shot. 1 second. If I could respond to my, I'm gonna respond real quick. I gotta respond to my lovely sister. You understand? Big ups to you and what you are doing. But respectfully, sis, the title is Black Women, How to Share Your Man. You understand? Now, if we come across that point, if anybody would like to bring that up to where we're talking about, you understand, the responsibilities of the man and the woman, because we teach it all. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
We don't let the
Mm-hmm.
man off the hook. It ain't just he get to do whatever he want to do to, and you know what I'm saying. And then the woman, she's held to this high standard. You understand? There's a standard in this school that we all must keep the laws of God. And when you go into the Bible, when you go into the laws, you'll see that the Lord turned around. He gave man his role, and he gave women their role. You understand? And so what we do is when it comes time to where we have to break down the role, you understand how you're supposed to do this and that and all of that, and you know, because I counsel people in their marriages as well, you know, and if I've seen it work, if people would take the counsel, they could make their relationship better. So it's not like we just, you know, say like shitting on the woman, saying that, you know, she's this or she that, this and that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want you to think that. You know what I mean? We actually do teach the man's role, the woman's role, and but on this topic, we just let the sisters know how to share their man, because that has been detrimental. Monogamy has destroyed more Black households than polygyny has ever done. You understand? Because of the woman forcing that man and that penis to only be with just her. And then when she find out he's not with just her, she ends up and leaves him. Or she does like what the sister Lamb said, is, well, as long as he just having sex with him and making babies with him, then I'm cool. But if he want to try to be with one for real, I'm gone. Like, you understand? I'm gonna be blanketed and Prozac.
That ain't what.
Cap,
Hold on,
You
y'all. Hold on.
understand?
Let Cap finish.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
gonna get him.
Cap. So this coming from a Black.
Yeah,
Hold on, baby.
see
Hold
what
on.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, just narrowing it down. You know, like I said, we don't just, you know, tell the woman, just point the finger at the woman. It's all you. It's all, you know what I'm saying. It's our brothers too. In our school, we correct brothers. We turn around and teach them how to deal with one woman first. You understand? That's our goal. We teach brothers how to deal with one woman, because guess what? You might not even be built for multiple.
Exactly.
Go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
It's not everybody.
Hold on, baby. Hold on. Cap, I want the brother to respond as well.
Okay, go ahead.
You don't know how to say your
Mashallah, you
name,
there,
bro.
brother? Go ahead.
Mashallah, mashallah.
Yes, mashallah, man. You got it good, brother. It's all
Mashallah.
good.
Those-
Yeah, mashallah. You know me. I get it. You know, I get everything from Cap anyway. So you know what I'm saying? Like these women get on here and think that we want to do polygamy and stuff like that. Like we don't hate women. We get more women because we love women. I don't think that's a problem for a man.
Damn
A
right.
man should love a lot of women. I mean, it's all on what you can handle, bro. If you can handle one, handle one. If you can handle two, handle two. If you can handle three, four, and five, handle that. But a woman
Damn right.
should not determine what a man does. Like, y'all, this is the thing, right? Cap. I mean, I don't know if I'm right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? But a woman don't determine what a man do. You don't determine what I do.
Right.
If I say something, this is what you do.
Absolutely.
You are look. Hold on, wait. If y'all want to use the premise of Adam and Eve, right? If y'all want to say Eve came from Adam, he had to teach the bitch everything.
Wow.
Wait.
He had to teach
What?
her everything. She didn't know. You think she just came up? No, hold on. You just came up thinking she knew everything, and she knew who had to teach her. Who had to teach her? Who taught Eve what she knew?
You asking that question? Do we
Yeah, I'm asking
respond?
you. I'm asking who else. I'm asking.
Let me ask you, if he had to teach her everything she knew, then why did he listen to her?
Uh-oh.
Thank
Why didn't he make a profound decision and correct her when she
Let
it,
me answer that.
go
And
and
Let me answer that.
other
I'll put it.
thank
Monica a doctor. So let me hit this button. Let me hit this button right quick.
and and there's other
Surgical with this bitch, Jay.
Go ahead,
How
drop
you
it.
want
And
it?
let me answer.
and the other question, hold on, because you guys be going long. And
I'm
the
finna.
other question, oh go ahead. Okay, you want me to ask? Go ahead. Oh, wait, let me say this. The other thing I would like
Okay, no
for
sweat. I'm gonna sum it up real quick for you. The answer to the question. Oh, go ahead.
oh I would like I think you got a delay with this. I think that's what's going on. I would like for our men to stop saying black women are the only women on the
yes,
earth
yes,
that
that's
and
untrue.
so and so on. Because I've been to multiple countries because I'm retired army, and I've witnessed women just have them same stereotypes that you guys give to us. So I would just like for you guys just to give us a little bit more credit. A little bit more credit than that. And the other thing is,
If I
I just
could,
want to throw this in here before he comes back, is when the men want to have, because I've found out lately that because y'all men been lying to us. I
Woo.
found out lately that y'all be having erectile
Mm.
dysfunction, and
Uh-oh.
y'all think
Uh-oh.
that y'all are laying it down
let me just
and
have
loving
to.
on women a certain way. And I found out that this erectile dysfunction is not happening in the 60s and 70s and the 80s years, that it's actually happening amongst some of these 40
Hey,
year
man,
olds
who messing with my screen?
If I could cap.
earlier. So when you're probably thinking that you are really holding that lady down, because we have emotions just like you all,
Mhm.
If I could
and
cap.
I definitely agree with my sister when she says, the mutual loving on one another. Do y'all realize that when when you treat your sister, your woman, your wives good, or your significance good, that you don't have to demand or show authority or
Thank
stomp your
you.
feet or pump your chest, that you automatic the dearest
Yes.
instant of
Are you not
love,
entertained?
you get beyond the measure of how much you should get
Freely.
without question. Just it's easy.
Freely.
And when you're talking about a man loving a woman, I ain't
Talk
talking
that
about
talk,
this
Monica.
this little extra stuff. You talking about a man loving a woman, is the mere fact when he walks in a room, he gets
Yes.
the utmost respect in anything he wants. He don't have to ask me or desire it or get it. Like you gonna get it. You gonna get so much of it that you ain't gonna like. Oh my God. Anyways, y'all, I start
Hey,
reading.
hey,
I
you
felt
got
like I was Africa.
Preach, sister,
you got
preach,
in your body
Yeah,
for a minute, didn't you?
preach.
yeah. Y'all make me go. Let me go find my man. Hold on a second, y'all. Golly.
So give me one
Hey,
second,
hey,
right?
hey, real, before you go, bro, before you go, hey, Queen Griffin, go respond right quick, so and then I'm gonna get to the brother.
No,
And
I hope.
Cap
I,
ain't available for the be wifey either. I ain't available.
no, I wholeheartedly agree with the sister. Like, babe, you have never had to demand anything out of me because, and the reason I'm telling you in front of everybody, the reason for that is because you have held me in such high regard
Woo.
that I want to please you. I don't want to please no other man but you.
Yes.
That's my only desire. And
Our queen.
because you held me in that regard, you get everything. You get my loyalty, you get my
Mm,
admiration, you get my
mm,
respect, you get my devotion, you get
mm,
all of that. You get these kids. This is our life together.
mm,
And as long as that respect continues, as
Hey,
long as it's mutual, this is us. We riding this till the wheels fall off. I don't need you to go get another woman because I'm her. I'm every woman that you need. That's it.
since, since,
Whatever you want me to be, if the hair don't look right,
hold on, bro, hold on, let her finish, bro. Let her
listen.
finish.
If the hair don't look right, if you want it changed, we changing it. If you
mm.
don't like the outfit, I'm changing it because it's all about us pleasing one another.
Hey
And you
man, I'm
don't
about
have
to
to
end
go
this
get
damn
another
show,
woman.
Cap. Hold up.
Let's go. Let's go, sis.
Hey, real quick, because you said that in front of everybody. So when I
I
come up
said it in
there,
front of, and I mean it.
you're gonna have the honey in one hand,
Whatever you want.
and
Yes.
And it's just me and
I
you.
just want to make sure we
And it's
clear
me and you.
that
As long as it's me and
because
you.
they melt in my mouth, not in my hand. Go ahead, my
Cap,
brother.
we going on 4 hours, Cap. But what these women don't understand, y'all don't
DMG,
understand
can you hear me?
submission. That's what's wrong with you damn women, man. Y'all don't understand submission. Be
You need
submissive
love.
to your
Can you hear me?
Nah, hold on. I didn't say nothing when y'all was talking.
No,
This
that's Cap talking, bro.
oh, that's Cap. Oh, Salaki. So.
I think it's a delay.
Okay, yeah. Come on.
Go ahead, Cap. Yeah, we hear you. I think you got a
Yeah,
delay on your end, or either
my
it's on
signal
our
had,
end, Cap.
I mean, my mic it went out. I was just making sure.
Okay, go ahead.
I do.
Finish up, bro.
It's delaying over here.
Okay, we can hear you, but yeah, it's definitely a delay. Mashallah, did I say it right?
Yeah, you got it good, brother. It's Masha Allah. It ain't that hard. I'm gonna be on your platforms.
Yeah. I definitely need you to come back, man. I'm gonna put a conversation together for you too. With so I'm gonna have you beat up somebody. But
Man,
finish what you
follow
were
me, do
saying, bro.
whatever, but I can't do nothing if Cap don't tell me to do it.
No doubt, no doubt. But finish your statement.
Nah, what I was saying is these women, they don't understand submission. They do not understand it. Men and women are not equal at all. If a man can lay you down in the bed and enter into you, that's not equality. That's domination. So what are you women talking about? What are y'all talking about? Y'all want to be so equal to a man. Well, go out here and fix my goddamn toilet then. You don't want to do that. Go out here and cut the grass then.
See, he disrespectful.
I'm
That's what
not disrespectful,
Hold on,
sir.
baby. Hold on, baby.
you
Let him rock.
I'm
Let him
disrespectful.
not
rock. Let him rock,
disrespectful.
baby. Let him rock. Let him rock.
I'm not disrespectful. Stop thinking y'all can do what men do. And maybe we can get back to what women are supposed to be.
I
Women
never
are
said that. I
supposed
never said that I can do
okay,
that.
so
Baby,
hold on. Why you keep cutting me
Let him
off?
rock. Let him rock.
Why you keep cutting me off? You'll never be able to do what men do. Never. Stop thinking you're equal to men and just submit to your man and love the man that you with.
What did I say that was
Baby. Hold on, brother. Hold on. Baby,
baby? He talking,
let the
okay?
brother finish.
And
Let the
that's
brother
fine.
finish.
That's fine. He can finish. But what I'm saying is, I never stated anything in opposition to what he's saying.
Baby, he not
I know
talking.
how
He
to
not.
submit.
It's not.
I
It's
know.
not
Hold
about.
on.
It's not about you.
I
It's not
get it,
about
but
you personally, baby.
I get it.
Baby. Let the brother finish, and
Okay.
we're gonna get back around to you. It's
I'm
not
gonna
about
do
you
it.
personally, though.
Okay.
Yeah, she said.
But he
Hey,
keeps
she said.
saying y'all women. Am I not?
Nah, brother, don't say what my queen
I
should
can
do.
say,
Just finish
nigga, I'm
what
speaking in
finish your
general. I
statement.
can say what the fuck I want to say. Like,
No,
why I
you
can't?
can't.
Hold on,
You can't.
wait.
Not
So
on
she,
not on
so,
not
bro,
on
this
here.
is
You
prevent,
can't.
bro.
And now
You're
you
doing
gotta
too
get
much,
your
bro.
ass off of here.
You're doing too much, bro.
Now you gotta get your ass out of here. Because you can't say what the fuck you want to say on my shit. No, we not don't ain't nobody gonna tell me they can say what the fuck they want to say on my shit. I said, don't tell my queen what she can say and what she can't say. That's it. The fuck is we talking about? That shit ain't happening.
One second, if I could, I apologize for my soldier's outburst. You understand? You know what I'm saying? But let's, if you would, you understand? Like I said, let's move past it if we can.
It's all good.
Like I said, I
It's all
apologize
good.
for that, brother. All right.
It's all good. We got nobody from Trust and Believe the Gospel in the building.
What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good?
Hey man, you kind of late, bro.
Nobody.
I just saw sis hit the platform, so when she hit it, I had to be on the show, man. This her first time coming through. I want to make sure my face was in the building for whoever want to clip this. You know what I'm saying?
this historic moment.
Yeah, this historic right here. Sis I never came on the platform ever. You know what I'm saying? What's up, sis? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. What's good, Captain K? Shout out Craig. Hey, Miss Lamb.
Hey.
I don't know the other brother forever.
What's
good,
Right.
Real quick, everybody. We got a.
If I could, real.
Go ahead, Cap.
Okay, I was going to respond to Miss Lamb was situation. I think we got too many mics on. I think we need to echo.
Yeah, I just muted nobody because I could hear you on his.
Okay, yeah. To the question about Adam and him listening to his woman, if he taught her everything. Well, that story in Romans 15:4, the Bible says things written aforetime was written for our learning, right? And what you learn from that story at that moment, when Adam did obey his woman and not God, Adam was weak. You understand? Adam let his woman make that decision for him. When Adam knew that he was supposed to obey God the same way she was, and he listened to his woman instead of him making that call and getting her and telling her, "No, we ain't finna follow what this serpent, which was a person, it wasn't no snake." You understand? That just told you. You understand? So that's the lesson that you learn from that story, is that Adam was weak, and that's why he did what he did. You understand? And guess what? Women make men weak. You understand? If you watch the Mike Tyson story, his boxer told him that, man, the women make weak knees. You understand? The women make you weak. And they do that sometimes. Sometimes men, to satisfy a woman, they'll go against their better judgment, all because they don't want to hear her mouth. You understand? All because they want to turn around and not have a problem at home. You understand? They'll go ahead, okay, baby, and then follow along with it, and then mess every damn thing up, knowing that you shouldn't be making this kind of decision. You understand? So that's the story that you get from that. You understand? And guess what? The men in the ISUPK, Commander Johanna taught us not to be weak. Not to be weak for no woman. Nothing wrong with you taking care of her. Nothing wrong with you loving her. Nothing wrong with you treating her right. You understand? But being weak, just giving in to her, that we not gonna do. You understand? A man is the head of his woman. You understand? And that head in that context means in charge of. So a woman can't turn around and tell me what to do. You can't tell me how many women I can have. You can't tell me what to do in it. You know what I'm saying? I run and control you. I tell you what to do. You understand? And where I'm just got my arm around you, my hand around your neck, squeezing all because you ain't did what I told you to do. You see what I'm saying? But it's in the Bible. The woman is to serve the man. You understand? While the man serves the Lord. That's the whole purpose of him having that helpmate. You understand? So, like I said, you can learn a lot. You understand when you actually know and understand the Bible and the things that's inside of it and what ended up taking place and what not to do going forward. You understand? Don't be weak for no woman, man. No, brother. You understand? I don't care. Like I said, you can love her. Love her. That's your wife. Love that woman. Treat her right. Have movie night. Have nice times. Have nice conversation. Do all that. You understand? But you must be a man.
Put
The
honey on
Bible
her
tells a
toes.
man, give not his strength over to anything. Yeah, put honey on her toes. Or you could do like DMG, put it on her buttocks. I'm just kidding.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm just messing with you. I ain't trying to put myself.
Drop a bomb for that, Cap. Drop a bomb for that, because you just made the light bulb go off.
You know what I'm saying?
You just the light bulb just went off. So
No, just saying, man.
Can't take it back now. No, hey,
I ain't mad at
real rap. We just over 3.5 hours. So what I'm gonna do is go around and let everybody close out. Cap gonna be last. What I want to do, what I want to say though is, hey, Cap, and you ain't gotta apologize for the brother, but I know he your subordinate, so you kind of had to. But I was rocking with the brother, but I wouldn't get smart with him. I was just telling him to hold up and don't say what she can and can't say. I don't know why we had to blow up, but the brother welcome to come back. We just got to have a conversation. But that being said, as far as what Cap was saying, don't be weak for a woman, whether it's your woman or somebody else's woman. Don't be weak for a woman, because you can get in trouble with a woman either way. You can get in trouble with your woman by capitulating to something that you probably shouldn't have, or you can get in trouble with another woman by capitulating to something you shouldn't. So it can go both ways, and so we gotta be on our P's and Q's with that. I think ultimately though, what it come down to is you have to figure out how to best move forward with you and your woman, and what's gonna be best for you and your family. I think, as always, Cap put his demonstration down. I'm waiting for somebody to actually challenge him on it so we can have a dialogue about it and bring out some scriptures. Maybe that'll be him and nobody next discussion. They may have already had it because they didn't have so many. But I'm gonna pass it to nobody if he's still here. Let him close out. Talk about the dialogue we're gonna have next week. Then I'm gonna go to Sister Mo, Craig, Reverend Dollar B. Green. Go ahead, nobody.
How do I sound, bro?
You sound good. You had an echo.
Okay. You know why I couldn't come on tonight? It's my son B-Day. You know what I'm saying? Chilling with him, his friends, family, and everybody. I did tune in late to the show.
For nephew's birthday.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Duty Mac for the Big 13. You know what I'm saying? I was listening in. I did come in late. I got to go back and watch the rest of the show. Based off what I did catch, seemed like I was having some good conversations, man, some good subjects, some good dialogues. From what I seen, didn't have to really get out of hand until, old dude came and just did what he just did. But man, I think it was a good show, a good dialogue. Sis, I'm happy to see you finally hit the platform. That's the highlight of the night, highlight of the month, highlight of the year. You know what I'm saying? Again, shout out to my bro 10K. We got some stuff coming up this weekend. This weekend that's coming up, we're gonna be talking about the law of Christ versus the law of Moses. Also, look out for the show that we trying to put together for tomorrow. We're gonna be talking about atheism and Brother Jerome also lended a great topic at hand. He want to kind of clear up some of the lies that's been coming from the conscious community as a whole. We're gonna try to get that show for y'all tomorrow, sometime after 6, probably close to 7, around about 8 o'clock. If anybody who want to lend a voice to the subject, if you're a theist, and if you also a person who attacked the conscious community, you're welcome. You're more than welcome to come on the panel. But so far, that's what I know we got coming up, DMG. If it's anything else you can add on to that, y'all know me. I'm nobody. I always trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody, and that is Jesus the Christ. Let's go.
All right, brother. We'll holler at you. Don't let the door hit you. The boot should have split you. Sister Monica Lamb. Let the people know where they can find you. All that good stuff. You already said all the stuff you had going on, but let them know where they can find you over on Garfield channel.
Peace, power, and profit, everybody. Appreciate you all allowing me to come on the platform. Tune in to the Urban Economic Empowerment Show on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. on Brother Garfield podcast, and also on my channel, Monica Lamb.
That's what's up, y'all. Support our sister. She doing big things. She helping the people. I'm trying to do an all women week. Powerful Black women. The week of the 27th. I think the 27th is on a Thursday, so I'm gonna try to kick it off that Monday, end it that Friday. Nothing but shows with powerful Black sisters. I'm trying to get Sister Freedom, Sister Monica, my comedic sister Mignette. I'm gonna try to do it, even if I got to pre-record it. So we're gonna try to get that in for y'all. But y'all support my sister. She on Garfield channel, the Garfield podcast, Brother Garfield podcast on Wednesdays, and then on her channel, Monica Lamb. So y'all support her. Reverend Dollar B. Green, you still there? Look like Andre done went to sleep on us.
Like the Clippers.
All right, Classic Craig, close out for us, bro.
Yeah, I gotta say this, man. It was one heck of a show. I learned about love, extreme love, and in DMG's case, extreme Romeo honey syndrome. And I was just listening to all the love and shit. And it got me. It got me all quiet like a motherfucker. Like, God damn, motherfuckers love each other. But I just want to say this, though. It was an honor to meet Miss Jam. You know what I'm saying? I see why DMG be jammed. Get it? Get it? I know how corny as hell. But I do have to say, though, yeah, man, come on, DMG, goddamn. But
I got it. I got it, Chris. Ha 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 ha.
But yeah, I gotta say, though, you can call, you can find me on the whole effing show. It'll be my partners, Ratchet Craig, Morphine, you know what I'm saying? We come in with it live, we partner
Mika, Gab.
Yeah, Gab, the one and only Gab. We got the sports dungeon about like 4:30 on Sundays. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see the great group, if you want to see you know what I'm saying? Hey, come check us out. But another thing too, we do got some interviews coming on, and we're partnered with DMG with it, Paradigm Shift. We will be interviewing Sarnetta. We through the hot seat. I don't know if he can. I don't know if the Godfather is gonna be able to survive this, but me and my partner Ratchet Craig and Craig Law Firm, we're on the case. You know what I'm saying?
Godfather of Consciousness is gonna sit down with Craig and Craig Law Firm, courtesy of DMG.
Yes, sir.
So that's gonna be a good show. We also trying to get the brothers to sit down with the Slim Reaper himself, Leandre, and of course the one and only St. Louis's #1 Bible teacher, Cap 10K DeGaulle Gabor. So the brother's gonna be doing some powerful interviews on Paradigm Shift and the whole effing show.
Yes, sir.
So y'all stay tuned.
Yes, sir.
All right. Hold up before I get. I gotta do this before
Queen to be, a queen to be forever.
All right, Queen, close out.
Thanks, babe. I just want to say first to Captain K, I want to say to you, brother, I really do respect you. You've been super instrumental in my husband's life, just on a personal level. You reaching out to him, checking in on him. I have much respect for you, so I like to say that up front because I don't want that to be misconstrued in any way. Um, but also to my own husband, you know, I love you, I adore you, but I am very possessive of you, and I don't apologize for that, and I'm not willing to share you with anyone. So that's just where I am. But to each his own. Like if you have an opinion and you go a different way, I respect that. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I do feel how I feel. But again, Captain K, I respect you. I respect all the brothers on the panel, and I really do appreciate how you guys get together, how you talk, and I more than anything, I appreciate continuing to respect us as females, us as black women, us as queens, and that we give you all that same mutual respect and admiration. So that's what I'm all about. I'm all about us building as a people, about us respecting one another. And I don't have any platforms that I'm currently on besides Paradigm Shift TV or DMG 314 TV. So
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
A queen, whatever its highness desire.
Maybe this is why this jealous because you got something they don't got. You
So
know,
what?
that's probably why.
Hey, what?
Why they,
Hey, that might.
Craig,
That might be why,
Craig,
bro. That might be why. Captain K, it's on you, my dude.
hey, Craig, what you say you had? Yeah,
the
what you
disease.
say you had, Craig? Booty and honey syndrome. What
Yeah,
you say it was?
booty hunting syndrome. You know what I'm saying? He has a lot. It's a disease, brother. You know, I pray for this man.
Oh, man.
Hey, yeah, pray for me, man, because I see my queen candy coated toes, and I lose all sense and reason. So, you know, but Captain K, man, what you got coming up, bro?
Oh, in the building. Like the brother, nobody said, we got our discussion coming up. You understand? This Friday, you know what I mean, about the laws of Moses versus the laws of Christ, and which one do we follow. Make sure y'all tune in to that. That should be a good discussion. Me and nobody have had several before, and they've actually been good discussions. You understand? Um, then we got the food drive coming up. I gotta once you give me the flyer, DMG, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna put it out there. You know, but we got a food drive coming up August the 15th, and the brother DMG then got excellent with his flyer making skill, with his damn animation and his internet skill. He done, you know what I'm saying, shot through the roof. And the brother's been doing some excellent flyers for us. He actually made my business card too. Yeah, for one of my businesses. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but we got that coming up. You know, we got the Midwest barbecue coming up in July next month. You understand, from the 27th on to the, I think it's 31st. You understand, in Chicago. It's gonna be going down. It's gonna be a lot of brotherhood, sisterhood. It's gonna be a lot of doggone, like I said, brotherhood and sisterhood shown all the whole week. You understand? Commander Junior Hunter's doing a lecture there on the Third World War. That's going to be glorious, I already know, because a lot of people are not paying attention to what's really going on here. You understand? And it's been so many things that Commander Junior Hunter and the ISUK has prophesied that have come true. You understand? And our brothers and sisters, a lot of them, they still sleep. So, of course, we got to keep doing the work to wake them up. You know what I mean? And like I said, we actually then we're going to Milwaukee tomorrow because we got a Officer DeBar Mott got a lecture going on for the Kia Boys situation, and he's focusing on fatherless homes. You understand? And so he's going to turn around and set the record straight so that our people can know that these children, they need fathers, man. You understand? Some of the things they are doing is because they have no direction. You know, they have no guidance. They have no father at home. You know, the mother can only do so much, you know, until the children get so big and so out of hand to where she just, what they say, I'm just put you in God's hands, and then the kids go everywhere, you know, every which way. And we got to put an end to that. You understand? So, like I said, we got a lot going on. We keep the work going on. We keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be doing another lecture here in St. Louis. I don't know what's the topic yet. There's so much going on. I might do another one of the drug situation that got bad. You understand? Or it got worse with this fentanyl. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm going to tackle next, but it's going to be something. You know what I'm saying? And like I said to my sister, big ups to you. You understand? And guess what? I appreciate my brother as well. I appreciate you. You understand? Me and him, we do talk a lot. You understand? Me and DMG, that is my brother. You understand? And like I said, we're gonna keep on rocking. I'm gonna keep on checking on him. You know what I mean? We're gonna stay on this show. We're gonna keep it live. We're gonna keep coming up with content. We're gonna keep, you know what I'm saying, doing the things that is gonna help fix our people. You understand? And I'm gonna end it there because I know I can see the honey dropping from DMG lips. You understand? He ready to go. You see him, Greg? He ready to go. He like,
you saw me fidgeting, huh?
He just looking like
I see. I understand. I ain't mad at you.
Hey, y'all, you already know, Cap. If don't nobody know, Cap know. But I'm gonna say this though, real rap, Cap. You already know. You my man, 100 grand. Even though we got these weirdos jumping in the chat talking about why you on my show and all this old goofy stuff. So Craig, you know you my man. Like I say, our partnership been mutually beneficial, but y'all definitely then brought a new element, reinvigorated the show. Cap was helping me stay afloat, and then y'all came in and pulled the brother on up out of the water. Cap had me was giving me a life jacket, and then y'all came and pulled me up on the raft. So I definitely appreciate you giving us that shot in the arm. But yeah, so I appreciate everybody contribution, the mutual respect and whatnot. I just want to make sure everybody can see that Cardinals cap, because the little funny looking dude with the avatar, whose name I ain't gonna say his name, but he said my hat was dirty and it's looking kind of crispy to me. I just wanted to make sure I said that. But you got all these weirdos who like to make fun of women's sexual assault because they got little issues going on, and they like, shout out to them brothers, and I hope they get the help they need. I'm gonna keep it like that. So check it out. Paradigm Shift TV 314. This your brother DMG, Cap 10K, Classic Craig, the one and only Queen. She's your queen to be. And we're gonna be back at it again, family. Cap 10K, nobody got a dialogue next week, next Friday, I believe, 7:30. Should we follow the laws of Jesus or the laws of Moses? We're gonna be talking about that moderated dialogue. You know how we do it. It ain't gonna be no coming in having a second debate with the brothers. You're gonna get one question, just like you did when me and nobody had our discussion about Sonetta. So just be prepared. One question each. So we're going to get that on next weekend. Tomorrow, me and nobody going in about why we believe atheism is a religion based on the dictionary definition. Also, we got Jerome, the Conscious Christian Green, coming in, debunking some of the notions of the conscious community. Like I say, we got some things coming up. Sunday at 11 Central Time, Cap 10K, Sharpen Your Sword Radio with ISUPK St. Louis. So we in the building, Paradigm Shift TV 314. We'll be black at it. Y'all come back. Peace.